State team today at 546-7881.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee and Lamar's.
Attention high school sports fans. The Lamar's Eagles Club invites you to their 9th annual Sports and Outdoorsman fundraiser on November 2nd. Enjoy a mouth-watering pork chop dinner served by the Plymouth County Pork Producers. Doors open at 5 p.m. Don't miss it.
Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Measures Clothing Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for your homecoming outfits and more. That's Measures in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and four walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Hi, this is Tara Driscoll, physical therapist at Lamar's Physical Therapy. Did you know that we not only help athletes recover from injuries, we can also teach them how to avoid injuries through strength, flexibility, and agility. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718 for an appointment. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
It's a jet sweep right side. Nelson turns up the middle. 30, 25, 20. He breaks the tackle to the 10. He's all the way in for a touchdown.
High school football.
He throws over the middle. It's picked off. Jude Doherty picks it off at the 27.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
Well, a very pleasant good Friday evening to you football fans. Welcome to Denison and Week 8 of the high school football season as your Lamar's Community Bulldogs get set for a matchup with the Monarchs of Denison-Schleswig. Good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you. Welcome into our Friday Night Football pregame show. It's right here on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM. It's KLEM Radio. We're also online at KLEM1410.com, and you can watch this game on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Thanks to our great sponsors, Easy Clean Car Wash, Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt at Century 21 ProLink, and Pease Pizza House. Well, the Bulldogs coming to this matchup on a nice two-game winning streak. A victory at Sioux City West a couple of weeks ago, 48-16. And then one of the more entertaining football games I've seen in a while last Thursday night. The Bulldogs took down a very good Fort Dodge squad, 44-37. Over 1,000 combined yards of offense, the vast majority of them on the ground. And the Bulldogs were able to make a stand on their own 1-yard line, keep the Dodgers out of the end zone. They had first and goal at the 1 and didn't find their way into the end zone. The Bulldogs take it, go 99 yards the other way for a touchdown to end up winning the ball game. A massive win for the Dogs, kept the playoff hopes alive, and hopefully they can continue to stay alive after tonight. They're taking on a Denison-Schleswig squad who is currently 1-6 on the year, 0-3 in Class 4A District 1. But if you think that is going to turn the Dogs off tonight, you better think again. This Denison-Schleswig team has always posed a tricky matchup for the Bulldogs. In fact, you got to go back to 2012 for the last season. The Bulldogs won a football game on this field in particular. So it's going to be a tough matchup for the Dogs tonight, even with the records in their favor. The Bulldogs still have to bring it because, you kept the playoff hopes alive last week, but you still got to keep winning. Right now, the Bulldogs are 20th in the RPI, which means they would be firmly out of the playoff picture if they do not get that second automatic bid out of Class 4A District 1, which as of right now, even though they have beaten Fort Dodge, technically they still would not have due to the fact that there's now a three-way tie for second in the district with Storm Lake in there. So it goes to the tiebreaker points. And, of course, all of this is still early on because all the matchups have not happened. Obviously, Lamar's has not played Storm Lake yet. Fort Dodge still has to play Spencer and all that kind of stuff. So there's still a lot to figure out. But as of right now, the Bulldogs would not be in the playoffs, meaning still got to win a couple more ball games to get them back to the postseason for the third year in a row. But they got a good opportunity to do it here against the Denison-Schleswig squad, who won their first game of the year, a nice victory over Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson in non-district play, and since then have gone 0-6, and, before last week had not scored a point in district play. They got shut out against Fort Dodge in the first game of the district season. They got shut out by Spencer and then lost 36-27 at Storm Lake. This is a Denison-Schleswig squad that, seemingly likes to run the ball a little bit more than they throw it, and they've got a few different running backs. One of those, I don't know if he's going to play or not today. It did not appear that that was going to be the case, and it doesn't look like he's warming up right now. Cole Kastner, team leader in rushing yards this season, he does not appear to be the guy running the football here tonight for Denison-Schleswig. So the Monarchs are going to have to go to a few other backs. They've got a nice fullback in Ethan Zavitz. Jackson Gravy is a tough running back as well. So going to be a good matchup for the Bulldogs in that regard. And the nice thing is Lamar's has had a really nice has done a really nice job of stopping the run. You can take last week out of the equation. Both offenses were on another level last week. No defense was going to stop those guys last week. But you look at the rest of the season, the Bulldogs have done a pretty nice job overall of shutting down the run, and we'll see if that can continue here tonight. Lamar's is trying to continue their just run of consistency on the offensive side, as we're going to chat with Ken Vigdahl coming up here in our pregame coverage. I don't know if I've seen a more balanced offense than the one Lamar's puts on the field each and every Friday or Thursday night this season. They have almost split their total offensive yards evenly between rushing and passing. And the other thing, too, is they are averaging pretty much the same amount of points in every quarter. So it's just a consistent football game being put together all the way throughout the season. And we'd love to see that happen here again tonight. Again, Lamar's taking on Denison-Schleswig in Class 4A District 1. Big battle as the Bulldogs try and keep their postseason hopes alive. I don't like to speak in absolutes, but the next two games are definitely must-wins if you're going to want to make the postseason. Any loss is going to make things very difficult. It's going to require a ton of help to make the playoffs from there. So the Bulldogs need to play a strong brand of football here tonight, and we chat about that with Coach Vigdahl coming up here in our pregame coverage. Of course, throughout the night, we'll keep you up to date on all of the other games going on around the district. This is the week Spencer and Storm Lake play each other. Interesting to see how those two kind of clashing styles of offense go up against each other. Storm Lake likes to throw the ball all over the field, and Spencer will just run you over on the ground. That'll be a fun matchup. And then, of course, you got Fort Dodge taking on Sioux City West here this week. So we'll keep you up to date on all those games. Every game in this district will have big postseason implications, and we'll let you know how they are going as the night goes along. Also, we'll keep you up to date on the final week of some of the smaller classes of high school football in the regular season with some of our area teams. A lot of them pretty much know their fate already in the postseason race. Of course, we've got two district champs in our area. We've got another that's going to finish second. We know some are out of the playoff race, but I'm interested to see what happens in Class 1A District 1. Right now, you've got three teams leading that district, and they've already finished playing each other. They've all beaten each other, and now they're all playing other opponents. So that district is going to come down, I think, to the point tiebreaker when things are all said and done. But again, we'll keep you up to date as the night goes along. Let's take a break here on our Friday Night Football pregame show. We'll come back, and we'll be joined by the head coach of Lamar's Community Football. It's Coach Ken Vigdahl. Got a chance to talk with him yesterday. We recap the thrilling game last week against Fort Dodge, and we get you ready for tonight's matchup against Denison-Schleswig. It's the Bulldogs, and it's the Monarchs coming your way We'll have Coach Vigdahl for you in just a couple of minutes on our Friday Night Football pregame show right here on KLEM Radio.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Young and old alike, enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron. When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Hey everyone, it's football season and Northwest Bank is here to help you score big. Just like quarterback Rocco Becht does on the field, we're all about making big plays to provide personalized banking solutions that keep you moving ahead. For a limited time, open a new checking account with a $500 minimum and get a tailgate gift on us. Here's to making every financial move a touchdown with Northwest Bank. NW.Bank, member FDIC, limitations may apply.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
This is Cy Bixman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show right here on KLEM Radio. Daniel Versteg with you. Now pleased to be joined by the head coach of Lamar's Community Football. It's Coach Ken Vigdahl. The Bulldogs have won back-to-back games and now sit 4-3, 2-1 in the district, still very alive in the district playoff race after a nice 44-37 win on Thursday night last week against Fort Dodge. And Coach, what a game. I know we talked about it a lot after the game. We talked about it on the coaches show, but a game in which you have to play pretty much all 48 minutes. Every play is so intense. There's a lot riding on it. What did you think about how you guys were able to answer the call and, still come away with a victory in such a tough game?
Oh, you just can't ask enough out of those guys. They did a great job. And, the whole thing is it's we talk about giving 100% and playing as hard as you can for your teammates. And, when you're watching the game, you don't get to see all the little battles that we won and play in and play out. And then you get to watch it on film, and then you get to point out kids like we did last week of, did you see this kid on this play? Did you see him give extra effort? Did you see that? And it was just all those little things added up to allow us to get a victory last week.
Yeah, and it was such a big win, and it gives you guys some momentum because now you've won 2 games in a row. I mean, just looking on these last couple of games, just what's gone right for you? What had to turn back around in your favor so that you can win back-to-back games like you have?
Well, I just think part of it is just the decision-making among everybody, Like offensive linemen, we got better. Our quarterback got better. Our receivers got better at doing the little things. We talked about this on Saturday about the blocking with our receivers, and all that. Our tackling got better last week. And then, you can talk about, they scored 37 points, but at the end we joked and we kind of laughed about it on Saturday, but they didn't, they couldn't get a down or a 1 yard when they needed to get a yard to score. And so our defense, I really thought, did an outstanding job there and stuff. And so it's just all those things that, compile, and I just think everybody kind of found their rhythm offensively and even our defense, each week we kind of, it's a team thing. And so it's one of those things that, you're still playing with other people. And as an offensive lineman, it's not just one person. It's 5 people moving in the direction they need to go and do their own job to be able to be successful. And I think that's really kind of happening. We're playing more as a team.
Yeah, and the stats show it. The scoreboard shows it. It's obviously been a nice run for you guys. And now it continues with the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs. Again, Ken Vigdahl, the head coach of the Bulldogs, joining us on our pregame show today. Coach, this team is 1-6. They're 0-3 in the district, but I know you don't like to look at the records and things like that. You have a lot of respect for this team, understandably so. What are some of the things that stand out about them that make you have allowed them to earn that respect, I guess?
Well, it's just we played them last year in the district championship game, and they came away with a 2-point win. We go down there 2 years ago. We're kind of in the same situation where we've got a lot of things going right for us, and we end up dropping that game 13-7. And so just back-to-back years tells you, you know what, it doesn't matter, what happens. We got to go down, and we got to be prepared for a battle. And you know what? The one thing about them is, they might not be having the greatest season, but the thing about them is they're always tough. They're usually big, and that's kind of the similar case this year that, their up front guys are pretty big, pretty physical, even though they're not having the great success that they may have had in the past. But, you can't overlook them. And, I always say to people, it's the best team we're going to play Friday night, and that's exactly true here, too. And, we have a little more to play for, and we have to be able to come through and be physical and fast and play fast on Friday night.
Yeah, we were talking about the running attack a little bit before we started this, Coach, and with size on the line and with some of the sizable backs they've had in the last few years as well, that would suggest that this could be a game where if you let them just kind of hang around offensively, they're gonna be in the ball game. So what's it gonna take to make sure you can slow down their running attack as much as possible?
Well, we have to win first down, and that's we've talked about that all week with our guys. Is win first down, make them get into second and long. They will pass the ball, but I don't think that's what they really want to do.
Sure.
Their quarterback, they run some dive option, but he doesn't really want to keep it. So, we have to be able to win first down. We have to get them in second and long, third and long, and then I think we'll be okay. And so, we can't let them run ISO at us and pick up 4 yards, 5 yards at a pop. We have to be able to step up. Our linebackers have to read their keys. Our up front guys have to slant, pinch, whatever coach has called, and be able to take that ISO away from them.
Well, it's got to be encouraging too. The last couple of weeks, I know Fort Dodge is probably the anomaly, but by and large, you guys have been able to do a good job of shutting down the run, of being able to get some leverage, get some fill some gaps. What's been behind that? What do you think has allowed you to be such a good run stopping team for most of the year?
I think part of it is our four guys up front. You know what I mean? We run that 4-2, and the whole key to that is to keep people off our backers. And we have four really good backers, our two inside backers, and then we call them outside backers, but we call them dogs. And they can come off the edge or they're in pass coverage, so they have a kind of a dual role there. But we can't get blown back off the ball, and I think our guys up front have done that. Andrew Grant is a pretty athletic defensive end, and then you have Christian Cook and Josh O'Dall in the middle, and Nathan Murrah, and they're fairly big kids, and so it's just one of those things that if we can stalemate that line of scrimmage, the chances of that ISO or that counter running isn't going to be as great as what it was if we got blown back off the ball. And it's exactly what we talked to our offensive line. We don't want to play offense on our side of the ball. We want to play offense 2 yards on their side of the ball. That makes a huge difference.
It understandably does. Ken Vigdahl, head coach of Lamar's Community Football, joining us. Let's kind of talk about that now. Your offensive line against their defensive line. You were telling me they run a 4-3, but they're going to bring some different blitzes at you and things like that. How have you prepared the guys to be ready for that? And what do they need to do to be able to pick those up and handle those blitzes without giving up too much?
Well, that started Tuesday in practice, you know what I mean? And so we've had our scout D's blitz all week. There's no doubt when we get into our base formation, which is what we call slot right with the two backs in the backfield, they're going to bring pressure off the backside. They did that last year. We watched a lot of last year's film of, okay, this is what they did. when you beat us, you usually go back to the same game plan. And so we went back and watched a lot of film from last year about how they attacked us, and then we put Andrew and Jaden in that wing set, and then they're going to bring pressure to the wing. And so we just know that. So just like last week, towards the end of the game, we started moving Andrew around a little bit and running sweep to the outside and stuff. And so, we want to eliminate that pressure by maybe running a little more sweeps. We haven't run a ton of jet sweeps this year. It started last week, and it went really well for us. So, our plan is to run probably a little more jet sweep this week, and just to eliminate the pressure of that backside, pressure that they're going to bring with their outside backer. We've got a couple surprises where we want to swing a back, so they blitz into the B gap. We're going to swing one of our backs that way, so the linebacker can't. He has a choice to make. He's either got to take the back or he's going to blitz. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of wrinkles you can throw at him, but I know one of them is usually some play action stuff or run pass option, all that kind of stuff as well. And that's the thing about your offense, Coach. It always seems to have enough deception in it that it can really keep a lot of opposing defenses on their back heels, and that just takes talk about how much discipline it takes from an offense to be able to run things like an option, run things that can throw opposing defenses off so easily.
Well, and like you say, it's you don't start that stuff in the fall. You start that stuff back in June, and we're used to it by now. And we love our key three route. That's when we swing the back to the two receiver side and stuff. And we're going to force them to play that. And then obviously what we look at is if the linebacker's vacating the interior there, we want to run where he just was. So that's just one of those things that we do. And it's these guys now, they're in their fourth year of this offense, and they're running it pretty well. Jamie's getting his reads where it needs to be now. And so there's just lots of things going on, but it's lots of things going on since June. You know what I mean? So it took us a little while at the beginning of the year when you start playing game. It's different than open fields, and it's different than even practice. But, the great thing about it is, we have, 5 different guys that can score at any given time. And so, moving the ball around to a lot of different people is another key that, like defenses, if you have a really good receiver, they'll either bracket them or they'll put their best defensive back on them. Well, in this case, who are you going to put your, best defensive back on? Right. You can't bracket everybody because you just don't have enough people, you know what I mean? So, and then, of course, we have June Giovanni running the ball to the inside. So it's, we're getting to the point where I kind of love it because just so many people are involved.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch on a weekly basis, and obviously leading to the success you've been enjoying the last couple of weeks. Last thing for you, Coach, that success has been great, but ultimately it doesn't get you to your goal as a team if you don't win this week, if you don't win next week as well. We'll worry about this week though first. What's going to be what's got to happen? What's kind of the primary thing that's got to happen for your football team to win tonight and to hopefully keep their playoff hopes alive?
Well, we really just talk about all week about doing your job and doing the little things right. I think, people get caught up into you have to win, you have to win, you have to win. And then there's so much pressure on coaches and kids to perform. We oftentimes fall short. So we really didn't talk about winning it all this week. We talked about, hey, this is their 4-3, this is their ISO, this is what we got to stop. You need to take your 6-inch step. You need to wrap up. You need to do this. And we don't really focus on the outcome. We focus on how are we going to be successful in the outcome.
Well, absolutely. And then after that, the outcome will take care of itself if you do the first things right. And we're looking forward to seeing that happen here tonight. Coach, we'll let you go. We appreciate your time as always, and best of luck as you get ready for the Monarchs tonight.
Hey, thanks, Daniel.
Absolutely. That is Ken Vigdahl. He's the head coach of Lamar's Community Football. We'll come back to Denison and kick this one off after this here on KLEM.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street east of Hy-Vee in Lamar's.
Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and four walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty's Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to CNOS.net to learn more.
This is Bo Enrican, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
All right, welcome you back to Denison and the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's with online audio found on our website at KLEM1410.com. You can also find this contest on a video stream, which you can find on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We have links to that on our social media and on our website as well. Getting you set for a Class 4A District 1 matchup in Week 8 of the high school football season. Lamar's Community and Denison-Schleswig doing battle for the first and only time, of course, this year. First time we've been down here since 2022, and the Bulldogs are looking for their first win over the Monarchs on this field since 2012. Well, we mentioned it a little bit in the pregame, talked about it with Coach Vigdahl as well. You know, at this point, you got to win the next couple of games, but like you talked about there at the end of the interview, you can't win both without winning the first. You know, that's the important part. So obviously, this is the important matchup. Storm Lake will become important next week, but as of right now, this is the matchup. No matter what the record is, the Bulldogs know that this is a team that has given them trouble the last few seasons, and they have to make sure they're ready to go. Again, Denison-Schleswig is 1-6. They won their first game of the year and then have since dropped 6 in a row. So they are 0-3 in Class 4A District 1 and are firmly out of the playoff picture at this point. They're 33rd in the RPI. Just no way to dig themselves out of that hole. The Bulldogs are 4-3, 2-1 in the district, and they've kind of been on the kind of been on a roller coaster ride this season. Lost the first game, won the next two, lost the next two, won the next two. So hopefully that does not signify a trend for tonight, because the schedule would put a loss on the board. Hopefully that is not the case here this evening. Coin toss taking place there at midfield. We'll give you the results of that here in just a moment. It's also senior night here in Denison, so that has added to the pregame pageantry and festivities as well as this matchup gets ready to kick off. Again, it's week 8 of the high school football season, second to last week of the regular season for classes 3A, 4A, and 5A, and it is the final week of the regular season for classes 2A through 8 player. So that means playoff pairings will come out for our smaller schools in the area, and those playoff pairings will come out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and if one good thing came from the kind of craziness that was COVID 2020, all that kind of fun stuff, was that the Iowa High School Athletic Association decided to start releasing the pairings on Saturday morning and not make you wait until 3:30 in the morning overnight there to release the playoff pairings. So that will be coming out tomorrow morning for the smaller classes of high school football. Well, our coin toss has taken place. The Bulldogs won the opening coin toss. They elected to defer their choice to the second half, which means Denison-Schleswig is going to have the football first. And we will see that Monarch offense that likes to run the ball a little bit more than maybe Monarch offenses here in years past. I know they've had some very physical teams, but they've also liked to throw the football here in the last few seasons as well. So going to be a good matchup here. See if the Bulldogs can continue the momentum they've had in the front unit. That battle in the trenches has been so vital for the Bulldogs the last few weeks, and it has led them to a ton of success in stopping the run and, of course, also altering passing opportunities. The Bulldogs have been very good at that here this season, and will look to try and continue that momentum. Bulldogs will be in their white jerseys here tonight with the black pants, black helmet, the black numbers and letters, and they are trimmed in red. Denison-Schleswig's got the purple and yellow uniforms, purple jerseys, yellow pants, the yellow numerals and lettering on the jersey as well with the purple helmet. It is a great night for high school football. It's not very often you get to this point in October and say it's a beautiful night for high school football, but it is tonight. And we're looking forward to bringing you some Class 4A District 1 action. Giovanni Cavango has it teed up at the 40-yard line. He gets into a line drive kick that angles toward the left numbers, and it's picked up on the hop by the Monarchs and taken out to the 25 to the 30. Right numbers to the 35-40, getting a crease down the sideline to midfield and busting it down to the 40, the 20, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown goes Braylon Desi. Desi goes all the way into the end zone for a touchdown on the opening kickoff, goes 87 yards, and Denison-Schleswig goes up 6-0 early on the Bulldogs. Boy, he got an angle inside the numbers, cut it back toward the right boundary, and took it all the way into the end zone for 6. An 87-yard kick return by Braylon Desi, and Denison-Schleswig with a 6-0 advantage early on in this ball game in quarter number 1. Now the point after try upcoming for the Monarchs. Going to be Sebastian Contreras, the senior, to try and send it through off of the hold of the kicker, Blaine Grady. The high right-footed end-over-end kick. It is no good. He missed it wide right. Point after try is not good, but Denison-Schleswig strikes first. A long kick return for a touchdown on the opening play of the night has put the Monarchs up 6-0. We'll take a break and we'll come back. The Bulldogs will have a chance to respond earlier than they thought. We'll have it for you next here on KLEM.
Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
This is Waching Hosi, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Denison. An early big start for the Monarchs. They take the opening kickoff over 85 yards for a touchdown and lead your Bulldogs 6-0 with 11:46 to go in the first quarter. So that Bulldog offense, they're coming out of the field a lot sooner than they thought. They'll have to get ready to go. Contreras sends a high right-footed pooch kick toward the right sideline, bounce at the 30-yard line, and the Bulldogs, I think, have dove on it at the 27. Oh, they do just barely. What a job to save that possession by Lamar's community, and they will have it at their own 27-yard line. A very dangerous opportunity there, but the Bulldogs do keep possession and will have the football down 6-0 without the Monarch offense even getting onto the field. So here comes the first Bulldog offensive possession of the night. Jamie Sitzman lines up in the shotgun. He motions Tyson Augustine left to right. They give it to him. A jet sweep around the right side. He turns it outside the right numbers to the 30, 35, near the 40, and not able to get there, but able to pick up a first down on the run is Tyson Augustine. He gets to the 39-yard line and has enough for a Bulldog first down. A nice 12-yard carry there for Tyson Augustine. He can catch footballs and he can run the football, evidently. Bulldogs have first and 10 of their own 39-yard line. Jamie Sitzman, he motions Andrew Grant out of the backfield, turns right and gives to Jude Doherty, who freight trains his way through the offensive line up the right seam to the 43. A nice pickup of 4 for Jude Doherty, and that'll set up second down and 6. So the Bulldogs have something going early on the ground, and they're going to need to try and keep that momentum to seemingly keep pace with the Monarchs. Second down and 6 from the 43. Sitzman turns left. He gives to Doherty. He's got a big crease up across midfield. 45 deep into Monarch territory. 40. He's dragging defenders across the 35 to the Denison-Schleswig 32-yard line. A great run for Jude Doherty. He goes for 25 and for a Bulldog first down into Monarch territory at the 32, and the Bulldogs want to hurry things up. It's first and 10 at the Denison-Schleswig 32-yard line. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Sitzman out of the shotgun. Doherty off his left hip, and they give it to Jude. He sweeps off tackle left side, up the left seam to the 30, and he's tackled down across the 25 to the 24. That's a pickup of 8 yards for Jude Doherty. He is on fire right now, and it'll be second down and 2 for the Dogs as they near the red zone and near an opportunity to try and tie this game. Second down and about 2 yards to go for the Monarch 24. They give to Grant now on the jet sweep. Andrew around the right side. He gets hit in the backfield and dropped for no gain. They bring him down for a loss. I think it was Ryan Slechta on the stop, the defensive end. No pickup for Andrew Grant. That's going to make it third down and 2. So that thickens the plot just a little bit here for the Dogs. I believe they're going to have to get to the 23 to convert. And I'm going to say 3rd and 1 on the scoreboard. We'll go with it, too. 3rd and 1. Sitzman out of the gun. He throws a screen left side. Andrew Grant gets a good block outside the left numbers. Angles to the 20. The 15 runs through a defender and goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A bruising run on the screen pass by Andrew Grant, and he's got a first down to the Denison-Schleswig 11-yard line. 13-yard completion there for the Bulldogs. Now into the Denison-Schleswig red zone. First and 10 at the Monarch 11-yard line. 9:30 to go in the first quarter. Monarchs up 6-0. Bowen Rieken motions across the formation. They give to Jude Doherty. Runs into a blocker. Bounces off him around the left side to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9, but hold up. There's a penalty flag on the far side of the field. And it is going to be an illegal procedure penalty against the Bulldogs. So a 5-yard penalty will negate the 1 yard that Jude Doherty picked up. And also take away that down. And it's going to be second down, or first down, and about 15 to go. Yep, the Dogs will get it back to the Monarch 16 following the penalty. So with 9:20 to go in the first quarter, Denison-Schleswig up 6-0 after an opening kickoff return taken for a touchdown. Sitzman goes under center, 2-man backfield. They give it to Doherty around the right side, gets a lead block to the 10, runs through a defender at the 5, and he gets tripped up and brought down to the 3-yard line. A pickup of 13 on a nice run there for Jude Doherty. That'll make it second down and 2. So don't worry about the penalty. Jude Doherty gets it all back. 2nd and 2 from the 3. Snap back. They give to Doherty around the right side. He lowers his shoulder to the goal line. He's in for a Bulldog touchdown. Jude Doherty Have yourself a drive, 5 carries for over 50 yards, and he punches it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs have tied it up at 6 with 8:53 to go in quarter number 1. Boy, Jude Doherty just did everything on that drive for the Bulldogs. He punches it in for the score. Now the point after try upcoming for Giovanni Kabongo to try and give the Dogs the lead early in this contest. Snap and spot are all good. The right-footed kick is just inside the left uprights. It is good as well. The Bulldogs have retaken the lead, or taken their first lead of the night, I should say. Your new score, Lamar 7, Denison-Schleswig 6. We'll take a break and have more of this contest after this here on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
This is Jay Nelson, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to Denison-Schleswig High School in Denison and Monarch Field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. The Bulldogs have taken their first lead of the night after the opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown by Denison-Schleswig. Lamar's opening drive goes 8 plays and 73 yards into the end zone with a Jude Doherty touchdown run to give them a 1-point lead. Now Giovanni Kabongo sails it toward the left sideline. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bulldogs are not going to play with their food anymore on the kickoffs, I don't think. I would assume every kickoff will try and get into the end zone if possible here tonight. The Monarchs will take it out to their own 20-yard line. And the score is Lamar's 7, Denison-Schleswig 6. The Monarchs getting 6 points on the board without even having their offense on the field here so far tonight. So we're going to see that Denison-Schleswig offense led out there by a junior quarterback, a long, lanky quarterback. That'd be Blaine Grady, 6'4", 175 pounds. He's not been very accurate through the air, just completing 37% of his passes this year. He motions a man and drops back to throw. Out of the shotgun, throws toward the right sideline. Overthrew his man, and the ball's picked off. Tegan Bogue flags it down, and the Dogs will take over in Monarch territory at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Elliott Green, his tight end, but Tegan Bogue outran him to the football and picked off the pass. What an interception by Tegan Bogue, his 4th of the year, and the Dogs will get it in Monarch territory at the 38-yard line. Boy, what a rebound of a start here for the Dogs. 8:48 to go in the first, and the Bulldogs have 1st and 10, and there's a ton of movement on the line. I think the Bulldogs moved early, and the left tackle, who will remain nameless, he is wiping off the mistake off of his jersey, so to hopefully try and make sure that he will not make that mistake here for the rest of the night. So a first play interception has given the Dogs the ball back. 1st and 15 now at the Monarch 43. Snap to Sitzman. He keeps her on the right side and goes down for a sack. The defensive tackle, Ismael Alfaro, brings him down for a loss of 3 back to the 46. And that is going to make it a 2nd down and about 18 to go after the sack of Jamie Sitzman. And Jamie Sitzman, or I should say the tackle for loss of Sitzman, he was not looking to throw that, but he had no time to get away from Alfaro, the big defensive tackle. It's 2nd down and 18 for the Monarch 46. Sitzman, a 3-step drop out of the gun. He steps up into pressure, runs to his left. He's going to run up the left seam. 40, jukes the defender, left numbers 35-30. Gets a block to the outside 20, 15. One man to beat to the 10. Cuts it back to the 5. He keeps his feet moving down to the 2, and he goes down at the 1. What a great run by Jamie Sitzman. It goes for 44 yards. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs down at the Monarch 2-yard line. 44 yards on the run by Jamie Sitzman. The Denison-Schleswig 2-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Dogs. 2 receivers either side. Sitzman in the gun. He turns left, gives to Doherty, who punches his way through the line and goes in almost untouched for a Bulldog touchdown. Jude Doherty puts the cherry on top of the drive as he gets the 2-yard touchdown set up by a big 44-yard run by Jamie Sitzman. Jude Doherty with his second touchdown run of the night. It's his 8th of the season. The Bulldogs go up 13-6 on Denison-Schleswig. 7:46 to go in the first quarter. Giovanni Cabango's point after kick is a missile, and it sailed through the uprights. It is good. And your score now with 7:46 to play in the first quarter. It's Lamar's 14, Denison-Schleswig 6. We'll take a break and have more Bulldog football when you come back here on KLEM.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
This is Jude Doherty, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, Jude Doherty welcomes you back to the broadcast after scoring both of the touchdowns here so far tonight for the Bulldogs. Lamar's with a 14-6 lead over Denison-Schleswig. 7:46 to go in quarter number 1, and the Bulldogs will line up to kick this one away once again. Giovanni Cabango lines it up at his own 40-yard line, kicks it from right to left. It's a high end-over-end kick that sails out of the end zone on the fly. A massive kick by Cabango, and the Monarchs will start at their own 20-yard line. 7:46 to go in the first quarter, and Lamar is with a 14-6 lead. So, quick math, we played 4 minutes and 14 seconds of football. We've had a turnover, a kick return for a touchdown, 2 offensive scoring drives. Boy, this has been a jam-packed 4 minutes or so of this contest. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. Ball's at their own 20-yard line. They've run one offensive play. It was a turnover, and they've got 6 points. And now the snap is fumbled by the quarterback, Grady, and he's going down for a loss. Hudson Cass got in there for the stop. It's a loss of a yard to the 19. And it'll be 2nd down and 11. So a summary of the 2 offensive plays Denison-Schleswig has run. Interception, loss of a yard on a near fumble. That's been it for the Monarchs, but they still have 6 points on the board. Thank you, special teams, evidently. 2nd down and 11 at the 19-yard line. Under center in an offset I formation. The handoff around the left side, and Gravy goes nowhere. Loses a yard back to the 18, maybe no gain on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down and 11. Jackson Gravy was the runner there for Denison-Schleswig, and he met a wall of Bulldogs that just pushed him backwards. 3rd down and 11 now for Denison-Schleswig at their own 19-yard line. 14-6. Lamar's with the advantage. 6:40 to go here in this first quarter. Denison-Schleswig lines things up with 3 receivers to the right side and 1 to the left. Out of the shotgun, Grady looks to throw. Penalty flag, and rolling out right is Grady. He's just going to throw it toward the right sideline. Jump ball batted away. Tegan Bogue on the coverage. And they were looking for the short receiver, Nash Langenfeld, on the right sideline. But a penalty flag is thrown. I think the Dogs might just want to decline this one. And it's going to be an illegal procedure penalty against Denison-Schleswig that is obviously declined. Lamar's wants the 4th and 11, much more, understandably, than a 3rd and 16. And now Sebastian Contreras will be out to boot this one away on a punt. Got Tegan Bogue heading back, as well as Levi Schnetzer lined up to return this punt from Denison-Schleswig on 4th and 11 of the 19. Snap back to Contreras, gets into a right-footed line drive kick. This is going to bounce at the 39-yard line, and it just barely bounced by a dog. Xavier Kraft, who was down there, luckily was just out of the way of it. The Dogs will get it after the Monarchs touch it down at the Denison-Schleswig 35-yard line. So a net punt of 16 yards for the Monarchs. Just hardly got off the ground as well. 6:15 to go in this first quarter. The Bulldogs get it back up 14-6 on Denison-Schleswig. Out of the shotgun is Sitzman. He motions Augustine left to right in the formation, and a penalty flag blows the play dead. And so we will see what this is all about. I think a false start is coming, and it is. It's a 5-yard penalty. Dogs will get it back to the Denison-Schleswig 40-yard line. And he had a man coming in motion, and I wonder if that, if the motion was off or somebody flinched on the line, something like that. Either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. Bulldogs have first down and 15 from the Denison-Schleswig 40-yard line. Bulldogs will line up with 3 receivers right and just 1 to the left in Tyson Augustine. He is in single coverage with a corner 5 yards off the ball. Snap to Sitzman. Pump fake short. He's going to air it out left sideline. Augustine's got his man beat, but the pass was just a little far out in front of him and incomplete. Just 2 yards out in front of Tyson Augustine, who couldn't quite get under that football. And the incompletion will bring up second down and 15. Yeah, you could see that was kind of what they were looking for. The pump fake drew the corner up just a little bit. And Augustine turned on the afterburners to get a few yards of space around him. Had some safety help, but that pass did not allow him to get an opportunity to bring it in. Second and 15 for the Dogs. Snap to Sitzman. He turns and gives to Kabongo. Sheds a tackle. He's running off the right side of the seam. 35 to the numbers, and he's brought down short of the original line of scrimmage at the Monarch 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards for Giovanni Kabongo. It'll be third down and 11 here for the Dogs. Leading this contest 14-6 with 5:45 left to play in quarter number 1. Bulldogs line up with a tight end on either side. 2 men in the backfield. Under center, Sitzman. He turns, gives to Kabongo. Sweeping around the left side. He's got a lead block from Doherty. Left seam 30. He's close to the marker at the 26, and he didn't get there. Got 10 when he needed 11. It'll be 4th down and 1, and Kabongo's helmet came off as well, so he's got to exit the field for this play. Bulldogs will have 4th down and 1 at the Monarch 26-yard line. That'll be a long one as well. It'll be about 1 yard and a foot. So you got 4 feet to get here on 4th down. 5:15 to go in the first, 14-6 Bulldogs. Here's 4th down and 1. A jumbo package for the Dogs. 2 men in the backfield. Sitzman gives to Doherty around the right side, and he's got a first down. He dove across the 25. He got to the 24. It's a 2-yard pickup, and the Bulldogs stay on the field with a nice 4th down conversion. Jude Doherty having a great night so far. Unofficially 7 carries for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Bulldogs will have 1st and 10 at the Monarch 24. Sitzman will now go out of the shotgun here. 3 receivers right and 1 left. Snap back to Jamie. He's going to keep with a lead block from Kabongo. Straight in between the hashes to the 20. And he gets a good spot up ahead to the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 7. And it'll be 2nd down and about 3 on the pickup by Sitzman. So Jamie Sitzman gets the Bulldogs into the red zone here. 14-6, Bulldogs lead Denison-Schleswig. In Class 4A District 1 action, Bulldogs pretty much have to win here the rest of the way out to keep their playoff hopes alive. 2nd down and about 3 to go for the Monarch 13. Reekin motions, pitch play left. Andrew Grant gets a good block on the outside, but he couldn't get any further. He gets back to the line of scrimmage for no pickup. Stop made by Ethan Totten, the linebacker, who's been on a lot of plays defensively here for Denison-Schleswig tonight. No pickup on that pitch. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. Dogs line up quickly. Out of the shotgun is Sitzman. 3 receivers right. Augustine, lone receiver left. Snap to Sitzman. Turns, gives to Kabongo. Sheds a tackle. He's got a 1st down and more. Left seam 10 to the 5, and he's tackled inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 14 yards for Giovanni Kabongo, and that is more than enough for a Bulldog 1st down. They will have 1st and goal from the 3. Bulldogs have been down in this goal-to-go scenario now 3 times here tonight, and they've scored on 2 of them. We'll see if the 3rd time also finds the end zone. Jamie Sitzman in the shotgun, same formation, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fakes the give to Kabongo, looking off the left side, trying to cut back right, and he had nowhere to go. The Monarchs bringing that blitz package that Coach Bigdahl talked about in the pregame. They do a nice job getting the penetration and getting the stop for a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal at the Monarch 4-yard line. So the Bulldogs have themselves a tougher hill to climb now on 2nd and goal at the 4. Augustine's a tight end left. Sitzman out of the shotgun. He turns, fakes the give to Kabongo, looks to throw right side. Augustine coming over the middle, and the ball is dropped and incomplete. Oh, Tyson Augustine just couldn't quite reel that one in. It was coming in hot, and I think Augustine thought it got there, or maybe he thinks it got there a little quick and couldn't quite bring it in. So it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Bulldogs had Augustine on a little shallow cross as a tight end, and now Ken Vigdal wants to talk things over ahead of this 3rd and goal with a timeout. 2:37 to go in the first. The Bulldogs lead it 14-6 over Denison-Schleswig. We'll take a break. We'll have more Bulldog football when we come back here on KLEM.
Planning for life's biggest moments just got easier with Northwest Bank's Event Saver account. Whether you're planning for holidays, an upcoming wedding, or your dream vacation, saving for your special event has never been this exciting. With competitive interest rates and flexible terms, you can focus on making memories while your money grows. And here's the best part. You choose any term between 6 and 60 months to coincide with the event you're saving for. Open your Event Saver account and start planning your unforgettable moments. Visit nw.bank or stop by one of our locations to learn more. Member FDIC.
This is Asher Moss, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteeg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. You can find us online with audio at KLEM1410.com, or if you have the ability to watch this game, we encourage you to do so. You can check that out on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel and enjoy the contest with a great group of your best Bulldog fans. It is 3rd and goal for the Dogs at the Denison-Schleswig 4-yard line. Bulldogs have not had too much trouble down here so far tonight, but now finding themselves in between a rock and a hard place here. Out of the shotgun, the snap goes over the head of Sitzman. He has to fall on it at the 15-yard line. Now the snap just went right over his head. Sitzman with a great play to keep the possession. Slides on it and falls on it at the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs will now have 4th and goal from the 15. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a field goal line up here. Nope, they're going to go for it. Yeah, 4th and goal from the 15. They're going to give it a whirl here. Jamie Sitzman lining up under center. He turns, and this one given to Grant. He sweeps around the right side, breaks tackle at the 5, keeps rumbling down to the goal line. And he is down by contact at the 1. The ball popped out afterwards, but they're going to say he was down by contact. That the Monarchs do a great job. They hold the Dogs out of the end zone, just a yard short of getting in. So the Dogs turn it over on downs at the 1-yard line. And the Monarchs will get the football back, but with a long field to go, 99 yards in front of them. The 1st and 10 coming up from their own 1-yard line. So we'll see what they draw up here to get out of the shadows of their own goalpost here. With 1:59 to go in the first quarter. And Lamar's with a 14-6 advantage over Denison-Schleswig. Dogs turn it over on downs and now line up to try and see if they can get 2 points back with a safety here. 1st and 10 from the 1. Blaine Grady, the quarterback, goes under center with a receiver split out wide on either side. Grady under center. Takes the snap. It's a straight-ahead handoff to the tailback. Gravy trying to fight his way forward, and he does get a yard to the 2. Gives them another 3 feet of breathing room. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9 on the pickup there. It looks like it was Evan Zavitz on the run for Denison-Schleswig. They turn to the big fullback there for the Monarchs on that play. And 14-6 our score in favor of the Bulldogs, trying to see if they can get enough leverage to add 2 to the score. Under center goes the quarterback, Blaine Grady, on 2nd and 9 from his own 2. He turns left, and Zavitz sweeps around the left side. Jaden Nelson there to meet him. Nice hit at the 3-yard line. A pickup of a yard for Zavitz. And he gives them a little bit more breathing room, but still nothing substantial to be 3rd and 8 from the Monarch 3. So again, the Monarchs just stuck at this point in the field, and they're going to need a big play here, but any big play is going to take some time to develop, and the longer you hang around behind your own line of scrimmage at this spot, the more you risk giving up 2 points, and also, maybe more importantly, risk giving up another possession of the Dogs with the free kick afterwards. 3rd down and 8 from the 3. Grady goes under center. He gives to Zavitz, who barrels his way forward. He's got a nice head of steam and a nice pickup to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but not nearly enough for a Monarch first down. It's going to be 4th down, and they'll say about 3 to go from the Denison-Schleswig 8. So the Monarchs will take this play into quarter number 2. As your score after 12 minutes of play, it's Lamar's 14, Denison-Schleswig 6. The Monarchs will stare a 4th and 3 down from their own 8-yard line, and we'll have that play to start quarter number 2. Again, 14-6 the score after 1 quarter. Take a break. More Bulldog football on the way after this here on KLEM.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. Always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang is such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamar's. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
This is Chad Vanderweerd, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM on a beautiful October night. Week 8 of the high school football season is treating us well. Lamar's leads at 14-6 over Denison-Schleswig. It's 4th and 3 from the Monarch 8-yard line. They'll kick it out of their own end zone with the punt. Sebastian Contreras gets a line drive end-over-end kick. It's fielded from the 46 by Tegan Bowe. Gets a head of steam to the right numbers, 35-30. Gets a crease, 25-20, 15-10. Great block by Grant to the 5, and he goes out of bounds short of the end zone. Oh, but it's going to be a penalty flag on the block by Grant. Yeah, I think he got a blind side on there. He totally took the Denison-Schleswig special teams man by surprise. Grant laid the wood to him. It's going to be a personal foul, crackback block against Andrew Grant, or a legal blindside block, whatever term you want to use for it. So instead of Bowe getting all the way down to the 5, he's going to be, well, the field position is going to penalize the Dogs out of the red zone here. They're still going to have great field position, all things considered. And again, if you want to show another example of what football would have been like maybe 6-7 years ago versus what it is now, that play would have been a lot more celebrated. Instead, it is now penalized. But of course, those plays are definitely injury-centric and injury-heavy, so it's understandable why they're trying to take that out of the game. And I know that was something they were trying to kind of highlight this week for officials as well, so definitely pointing it out. 11:46 to go, and the Bulldogs will have it at the Monarch 28-yard line. Bowen Reekin motions across the formation, gets the handoff around the jet sweep to the 25, left numbers to the 20, and Bowen Reekin driven out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards on the run by Bowen Reekin. And it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Dogs of the Monarch 20-yard line. So again, the Bulldogs, it's still great field position. Not quite as good as it could have been, though. Sitzman out of the gun, turns left. He fakes the give to Doherty. He's keeping around the left side. He's got a first down. Juke of the defender, 15 to the 10. Tight ropes the sideline, stepping out of an ankle tackle, and he's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A nice run of 13 for Jamie Sitzman. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Boy, he had just about everybody fooled on that option keeper on the left side. A great job to tuck it and run. It's first and goal for the Dogs, who lead Denison-Schleswig 14-6, 10:53 to go in quarter number 2. First and goal at the 7. Sitzman out of the gun. He's got two backs in the backfield. Doherty off his left hip and another man behind him in Nelson. Screen pass right. They throw right, and it's into the end zone for Cy Bixman and a Bulldog touchdown. A little quick pass over the middle, and Cy Bixman has a touchdown reception, his third of the year, second in 2 weeks. And the Dogs go up 20-6 over Denison-Schleswig here with 10:38 to go in this first half. Nice 7-yard pitch and catch to Cy Bixman has given the Bulldogs a 2-possession advantage, and Giovanni Kabongo's point after kick sails through the uprights. It is good as well. Well, your score now 21-6. Lamar's leads, 10:38 to go in the half. We'll take a break, and we'll have the Monarch answer when we come back. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLEM.
Certified public accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
This is Caleb Brewer, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's online audio is found on our website at KLEM1410.com. Your score with 10:38 to go in the first half. It is Lamar's 21, Denison-Schleswig 6. The Bulldogs getting a touchdown completion from Jamie Sitzman to Cy Bixman, a 7-yard score. Now Giovanni Kabongo sends a high right-footed end-over-end kick now into the wind. It will be taken a yard deep in the end zone for a touchback. And so the Monarchs will get it out at their own 20-yard line. Well, we do have a score update from Lamar's, where Galen Catholic had some two big scoring plays. They have taken a 14-0 lead over Hartley Melvin Sanborn in quarter number 1. Not so surprising there, but the Jays are trying to finish their district schedule unbeaten. They've already claimed the district championship, and now we'll try and finish it outright as undefeated, undisputed district champions. First and 10 here for Denison-Schleswig. Ball spotted at their own 20-yard line. Blaine Grady, the quarterback, a single back in the backfield with 2 receivers on either side. Grady goes under center. He motions select to the tight end, right to left. Turns left, gives it to Zavitz, who runs over a defender at the 22 and gets down to the 24-yard line. Evan Zavitz, the fullback, he has been entrusted to carry the football now for Denison-Schleswig, and he's done a pretty decent job. Gives the Monarchs a nice gain on first down. It'll be second down and 6 upcoming. Lamar's leads Denison-Schleswig 21-6, 10-12 to play in this first half of the contest. Coming up at the half will be the time when we try and get you some scores around the area, and we'll also run down the first half stats as well. Blaine Grady goes under center, single back, 2 on either side. He turns right and he gives to Zavitz, nowhere to go. And he does fall forward for a pickup of a yard to the 25, but that's about it. The Bulldogs met him at the point of contact and didn't let him get much further. Only a yard able to be picked up by Zavitz. And it'll be third down and 5 for the Monarchs at their own 25-yard line. Again, Denison-Schleswig, the only thing they've been able to do substantial here tonight was the opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Since then, the offense has been in a rut and unofficially has only picked up 11 yards offensively. They've turned the ball over once as well. It is third down and 5 for the Monarchs from their own 25-yard line. Snap goes through the hands of Blaine Grady. He's got a dive on it inside his own 10, and he's got possession at the 10-yard line. Another bad center to quarterback exchange. This time it's for the Monarchs, and it loses them 15 yards. It'll be fourth down and 20, and here comes the Denison-Schleswig punt team, of which the Monarchs have seen plenty of here this season. Sebastian Contreras will line up to boot it away out of his own end zone, and this game has been played on Denison-Schleswig's half nearly exclusively here tonight. Snap bounces to Contreras, gets a right-footed wobbling kick. It angles toward the right sideline of the 40, takes a roll, and Tegan Bogue's going to let it roll up the right numbers into Bulldog territory, where it will finally settle down at the Bulldog 37-yard line. So this kick gets all the way into Bulldog territory, and with 8:23 to go in the first half, the Bulldogs will take it back with a score 21-6 in favor of Lamar. So the last time the line of scrimmage was in Bulldog territory was Lamar's first offensive possession of the night. Only 2 plays before this one have been run in Bulldog territory this evening. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 37. Andrew Grant motions has a tight end right to left. They give to Doherty on the handoff, straight up the middle across the 40, and he's tackled down to the 44-yard line. A nice pickup of about 7 yards there for Jude Doherty. Make it 2nd down and 3. Nothing can suggest how dominant the Bulldogs have been in this contest, and considering this ball has been on Denison-Schleswig's side of the field almost exclusively tonight. It is 2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs at their own 44. 2 receivers right, 1 left, 2 men in the backfield. Sitzman out of the shotgun, motions Grant to the right side. Sitzman drops to throw. He throws toward the right sideline, and that ball is incomplete. Underthrown of Andrew Grant. On the coverage was Wilson Riffin, the outside linebacker for the Monarchs. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 here for the Dogs. Now, the Bulldog passing game has not been quite as productive as it was on Thursday night last week. The Dogs were able to throw it all the way around Jim Lorenzen Field against Fort Dodge. 3rd down and 3 for the Dogs at their own 44. Jamie Sitzman out of the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Quick pass over the middle, deflected and caught by Augustine. He jukes 2 defenders, jukes a 3rd, left numbers 40, 45, 30 to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10 to the 5, and Tyson Augustine goes down inside the 10-yard line. Tyson Augustine made at least 3 defenders miss on his way to the Monarch 5. It's a pickup of 51 yards, on the completion to Tyson Augustine. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Dogs at the Monarch 5-yard line. What a pitch, what a catch, what a run. 1st and goal at the 5. Sitzman out of the gun, 2 receivers, motions 1 to the left, and Augustine, they give it to him around the right side on a jet sweep. Gets a block to the outside of the pylon. He trips his way into the end zone, and he's in for a Bulldog touchdown. Tyson Augustine goes into the end zone on the ground. A 5-yard rushing touchdown after his big 51-yard catch. And the Bulldogs go up 27-6 over Denison-Schleswig, now with 7:25 to go in quarter number 2. Point after try upcoming here for Giovanni Kabongo. High snap and a penalty flag is thrown. And we got a false start. So the point after try will be backed up 5 yards, and instead of a 20-yard field goal, it'll be a 25-yard field goal here for Giovanni Kabongo. And knowing what kind of power he's got in that right leg, not super worried about that. 27-6, Bulldogs lead Denison-Schleswig, and Kabongo now 5 yards backed up for the point after. Gets ready to boot it through the uprights, and he does sneak it inside the left uprights. It is good. Your score, Lamar's 28, Denison-Schleswig 6. A 5-yard touchdown run by Tyson Augustine has given the Bulldogs a 3-possession lead. We'll take a break. More Bulldog football coming your way next here on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Ken Bigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
And we are back here to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Radio. 5-yard touchdown run by Tyson Augustine. Now the kickoff by Giovanni Cabongo sails toward the far sideline and bounces out of bounds. That is a penalty, and the Monarchs will get it out to their own 35-yard line. There was 7:25 to play in the first half. The Bulldogs with a 28-6 advantage over Denison-Schleswig. 2 touchdown runs for Jude Doherty, a touchdown run for Tyson Augustine on the last drive, and now a touchdown pass from Jamie Sitzman to Cy Bixenman. Has put the Bulldogs up 3 scores. Denison-Schleswig gets the football at their own 35-yard line, the best field position they've had all night. Screen pass left, it's caught. Left seam across the 40-yard line, and being tackled down to the 42-yard line is Camden Nemitz. It's a pickup of 7 yards for Nemitz. It'll be second down and 3. So Denison-Schleswig has their first completed pass of the night, as the Monarchs try and get something going here with Blaine Grady, who has just been unable to run the offense the way he would like to, and the way the offensive coaching staff would like to. But this Denison-Schleswig team has been kind of no stranger to this bit of toughness. They have had so many coaching changes the last few years. This is their 3rd head coach in 3 years. So it's all kinds of new here for the Monarchs. Play fake. Grady throws toward the right sideline. Caught at the 45 by Slechta, and he's got a first down to the 49-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 yards. It's Denison-Schleswig's first down of the night. First down and 10 on the 7-yard completion of the big tight end, Ryan Slechta. Get up to their own 49-yard line, and now the other accomplishment would be to run a play on Lamar's side of the field. Lamar's has been the only one to run a play on their end of the field. Denison-Schleswig trying to get into enemy territory for the first time tonight. With 6 minutes to go in the half, a 28-6 Monarch advantage. 3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 to the right as Grady goes under center, single back. He turns right and gives it to Gravy, who powers his way across midfield, and he gets into Bulldog territory at the 49-yard line. Jackson Gravy on the run. The pickup of 2, and it'll be second down and 8. So the Monarchs are officially into Bulldog territory for the first time tonight with the score 28-6. 5.5 minutes to go before halftime. Bulldogs in front and looking for their 3rd consecutive win of the year. And more importantly, keeping them in the thick of the district playoff bids. Second down and 8 for the Monarchs at the Bulldog 49. Brady goes under center, throws a screen pass left. It's caught up the left seam, and a big hit of the 47-yard line delivered by Jaden Nelson. He smokes Nash Langenfeld on a pickup of 2 to the Bulldog 47. That'll make it 3rd down and 6. Get off the tracks, and Jaden Nelson's coming through. A huge hit for the senior. Now it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Monarchs at the Bulldog 47-yard line. Again, the score 28-6. Lamar's on top. 4:40 and counting left to play in the first half of this contest, and the Monarchs get ready to line things up on 3rd and 6. Bulldogs line up 4 across the line, 2 linebackers in the box. Grady drops back to throw, free man rush. They throw right side. That ball's a jump ball, and it's caught. Ball pops out later at the 48-yard line. I think the Monarchs got back on it. It was Camden Nemitz who hauled it in at the 48 for a loss of a yard. That'll make it 4th and 7 here for Denison-Schleswig following the loss of a yard on the completed pass. Yeah, he definitely caught it and then fumbled it. So the Monarchs can't even get that yard back on an incompletion. And so that'll make it 4th down and 7 here for Denison-Schleswig. Ball is at the Bulldog 47-yard line. Play clock down to 6. Grady goes up under center with a single back in the backfield. Bulldogs bluffing their blitz. And now we've gotten a delay of game. And the Monarchs are trying to see if the Bulldogs could jump here, but Denison-Schleswig also then buys a little bit more room for the Monarchs to get a punt down inside the 20. Sebastian Contreras will line up for the punt, and he'll kick it with the line of scrimmage, his own 47-yard line. So 4th down and 12. The Monarchs are ready to boot this one away. Back there is Bogue and Schnetzer once again. A right-footed, high spiraling kick. Schnetzer runs up, takes it to the 18, makes the first man miss. Gets a block right seam to the 30, and he's tripped up to the 33-yard line. Good return there by Levi Schnetzer, and the Bulldogs will get it at their own 33-yard line. So with 3:24 to go before halftime, Lamar's lead sitting at 28-6. They'll try and extend that lead, and of course, they'll also get the second half kickoff, so you got a chance to kind of go 2 for 1 here. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 33-yard line. Jamie Sitzman, he goes under center, split backs in the backfield. Sitzman the snap, gives to Kabongo around the left side. Lead block from Doherty, left numbers to the 35 to the 40. Just short of the 40-yard line is Kabongo. Now they'll give him the 40, a pickup of 7 yards for Giovanni Kabongo. That'll make it 2nd down and 3. Giovanni Kabongo with a great run. And Coach Vigdahl brought this up last week. He brought it up again in the pregame. That's not a wide receiver blocking necessarily, but all the skill guys that buy into the blocking that it takes to run the ball well is just awesome to see. Sitzman fakes the give to Kabongo, keeps off the left side of the 45-50. He gets stood up across midfield to the Monarch 49-yard line and goes down there. Sitzman keeps the option read, goes for 11, and gives the Bulldogs a 1st down into Monarch territory. And that allows just so many different guys to succeed running the football as well. When you've got everybody buying into the blocks it takes to run the ball effectively, you get a host of guys that can just run the ball effectively. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the Monarch 49-yard line. 3 receivers right and 1 left. Sitzman out of the gun. Quick drop. Pump fakes. He's got nowhere to go. Now he's in trouble. He's running to his left, and he's going down for a sack. Goes down for a sack back at the 41. Ryan Slechta there once again on the sack. That's going to be a big loss of 9 yards back to the Bulldog 42. And it makes it 2nd down and 19 here for the Mars. Yeah, Sitzman tried a pump fake. It looked like it was the route that Augustine beat a defender on earlier, but couldn't bring in the pass because it was overthrown. It looks like they tried to run that again, maybe a little hitch and go, and it just didn't develop like the Bulldogs wanted to. So 2nd and long, 2nd and 19. 2 receivers go in motion, and that is a penalty. Yeah, or no, a timeout is called by Ken Vigdahl. If one was a shift, it's allowed, but it looked like both were in motion. Yeah, Ken Vigdahl's not happy. He had to burn that timeout. So, minute 37 to go in the half. Bulldogs up 28-6 on Denison-Schleswig. We'll take a timeout with the Dogs and be back after this. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLEM.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Protect your eyes from the sun during the game and all year long with sunwear from Gretkin Family Eye Care downtown Lamar's. And don't forget to schedule your back-to-school eye exams with Gretkin Family Eye Care.
This is Christian Cook, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM. Week 8 of the high school football season is nearing the halfway mark. A minute 37 to go here in the half. 28-6. Lamar's with the lead over Denison-Schleswig. Monarchs scored on the opening kickoff and have not been able to do much of anything since. 2nd and 19 for the Dogs at their own 42. Andrew Grant motions left to right. Now he motions Bo Enriquez left to right. That's what they tried to do before the timeout. Give to Kabongo straight up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. It's Savitz there on the stop once again, and a timeout is called by Denison-Schleswig head coach Willie Bauman. No gain on the pickup by Giovanni Kabongo. And so the Dogs will have 3rd and 19. Denison-Schleswig is trying to salvage some time for them to maybe try and score before the half comes to an end. They will have 2 timeouts after this one. We'll keep it here. Score update at Jim Lorenzen Field. 6th-ranked Galen Catholic leads at 27-7 over Hartley Melvin Sanborn. That game is 2 minutes away from the half, so about at the same point we are here with a minute 29 to go in the first half of the contest. Other scores around the area, MMCRU leads Alta Aurelia 7-0 at the half. Hinton's got a 7-0 lead over West Sioux at the half as well. And no other scores that we can bring to you for our area teams. We'll get you up to date on some of the other district contests as well coming up at the halftime break. Fort Dodge a big lead over Sioux City West at the moment. And, of course, Spencer taking on Storm Lake as well. And the Tigers with a big lead over the Tornadoes in that one. 3rd and 19. Out of the shotgun, Sitzman throws over the middle, caught by Grant across midfield. 45, jukes out of the way of the defender, 40. 35 to the 30, left numbers 25. He wrestles out of a tackle, 15 to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a run on the reception by Andrew Grant. He takes it 58 yards for the score, and the Dogs go up 34-6. He had a defender bear hugging him for about 10 yards, and he somehow spun out of the tackle, stayed on his feet, stayed in bounds as well, and he goes all the way in for the touchdown, the second touchdown pass of the night for Jamie Sitzman. First touchdown for Andrew Grant here tonight. And now the point after try upcoming by Giovanni Cabongo. It is through the uprights and good. The Dog lead grows 35-6 with 1:17 to go in this first half. We'll take a break, and the Monarchs will see if they can finish the half with some points when we come back. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLEM.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
This is Jamie Sitzman. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison, the Monarch football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM. Giovanni Cabongo gets into a right-footed kick. It angles toward the left sideline. It's going to bounce out of bounds again. So that the kickoff game has not been Lamar's strong suit here tonight, which is unusual because it normally is, and is by a large margin against the teams they face off with on a regular basis. This kick goes out of bounds. The Monarchs will get at their own 35. This comes after a 58-yard pitch and catch from Jamie Sitzman to Andrew Grant for a touchdown has put the Bulldogs up 35-6. With 1:17 left to go in the first half of the contest. Just another massive lead for the Dogs. Denison-Schleswig has 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Blaine Grady goes under center, single back. They pitch it. It's a reverse. No, they're going to keep it around the right side and up to the 40-yard line. On a nice run goes Braylon Desi. He had the big kick return for a touchdown to start the night. He picks up 6 to the 41. That's going to be 2nd down and 4. Well, that had some trickery. It looked like it was going to be the same play the Bulldogs ran for a score to end the first half last week against Fort Dodge. A double reverse flea flicker. Kind of was setting up that way, but Desi kept it around the right side. He picks up 6, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. 40 seconds to go in the half. Snap back to Grady. Throws up the left seam, and that ball is overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Nash Langenfeld, but he couldn't bring it in. And the incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 for Denison-Schleswig. 36 seconds to go before the half comes to an end. 35-6. The Bulldogs with a commanding lead over Denison-Schleswig. And the Monarchs line it up on 3rd down and 4 from their own 41. They do have 2 timeouts remaining as well. Under center, snap, give right side. Gravy spins out of a tackle. He's got a 1st down. Right numbers across midfield, 45, and he's tackled out of bounds in Bulldog territory. They'll spot him at the 41-yard line. A nice run there. Goes for 18 yards for Ethan Jackson Gravy, excuse me. And it is 1st down and 10 into Bulldog territory. Clock does stop as well with 29.5 seconds to go before halftime. 35-6, Bulldog advantage over Denison-Schleswig. 1st and 10 here for the Monarchs at the Bulldog 41-yard line. A pistol look and the snap to Grady. A 3-step drop. He takes a shot left sideline and well overthrows Camden Nemitz, and incomplete. Deji Kabongo on the over-the-top coverage. Levi Schnetzer locking it down underneath. The incomplete pass will make it 2nd down and 10. It's great coverage all the way around by the Dogs here tonight. This has not produced much of anything in the passing game for the Monarchs. And, of course, they have been put in a scenario in which they feel they need to throw the football a little bit more, but that is definitely not what they want to do on a regular basis. But you're down 29. Running the football is not going to get you very far in trying to come back in this ball game. 3 receivers line up left. The snap back to the quarterback, Grady. Throws left side. That ball's batted down and incomplete. Christian Cook on some hot pursuit got the hand up, batted it down, and the incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 10. So back-to-back incompletions. Christian Cook there. He was right in the face of the quarterback, Grady. Stuck the hand up and batted it down. A nice play to make it 3rd down and 10 with 23 seconds left to go in this first half. 35-6. Again, the score. Bulldogs on top. Grady lines up in the pistol. 2 receivers on either side. No tight ends in the formation. The slot receiver right motions left and Slechta. Dropping to throw is Grady. Stands in the pocket. Faces pressure. Christian Cook's got him by his ankles, and he's down a forward progress at the Monarch 49-yard line. Christian Cook hung on for dear life at the ankles of Blaine Grady. Brings him down for a loss of 10 on the sack. It'll be 4th and 20. The clock winds down, and we will take this one into the halftime break. Your score, Lamar's 35, Denison-Schleswig 6. A great first half for the Bulldogs as they continue to keep their playoff hopes alive with a strong advantage over the Monarchs here after 24 minutes of football. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some first half stats for you. We'll get you caught up on the action you may have missed in this contest. We'll also get you a rundown of some of the scores we can bring to you from around the area in Northwest Iowa and Plymouth County, and also around the district in Class 4A District 1 as well. That's coming up on our halftime coverage. Again, the Bulldogs with a 35-6 lead over Denison-Schleswig. We're back after this here on KLEM Lamar's.
Hi sports fans, this is Perry from Ace Hardware in Lamar's. We're happy to have a huge selection of what you need to efficiently maintain your home so you can find time to enjoy the game. Check out what's in the store at the new Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Abby Phillips.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
Are you looking to score some extra cash this season? At Northwest Bank, we reward your relationship. With our full lineup of checking and savings options, you can choose the best play for your financial game plan. Here's the winning move. Meet with a Northwest Bank personal banker, complete a minimum of 4 new products and services from the approved list, and get extra cash on us. It's that easy. It pays to bank with Northwest Bank. Visit nw.bank to get in the game. Member FDIC.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC. For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, JMax Construction is ready for you. At JMax Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best of class construction and concrete work. Call JMax Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamar's would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
This is Cy Bixman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field on a gorgeous night for Week 8 of the high school football season. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM. Lamar's online audio is found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream that you can locate as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Well, it is halftime, and the Bulldogs with a commanding 35-6 lead on Denison-Schleswig at the halftime break. Coming up in our first half coverage, we'll have the halftime stats for you, get you caught up on what you may have missed. We'll also get you ready for the second half of play. After that, we'll also get you some scores from around our area, from the Plymouth County teams and from Class 4A District 1, with a few others that we will track down as well. But again, the score here, it is Lamar's up big, 35-6 on Denison-Schleswig, as the Bulldogs, yes, they did allow a first play touchdown. The opening kick return was taken back 87 yards for a score, but since then it has just been a bloodbath for the Bulldogs. 35 unanswered points, and as we'll tell you about, the total offensive breakdown is just a mammoth gap as well. Let's take a look at some of those stats in this contest. First for the Bulldogs, 313 yards of total offense in one half of football, 129 of those coming through the air and 184 on the ground. Again, a very well-balanced offensive attack that just continues to get better as the season goes along. For Denison-Schleswig, just 27 yards of total offense, 15 through the air and 12 on the ground. Some of the other numbers, Denison-Schleswig did turn the ball over once. That came on an interception by Tegan Bogue. Oddly enough, both teams are pretty good on third down conversions. Both teams are 4 of 6 on third downs. Dogs are 1 for 2 on fourth down, coming a yard shy of converting the other fourth down they had an opportunity on. Denison-Schleswig 0 for 2 on fourth down tries in this contest. Some of the individual numbers here in this contest. Jamie Sitzman is 4 of 7 through the air for 129 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns. Andrew Grant's got 2 catches for 71 yards. He scored on a big 58-yard reception. Cy Bixman has a catch for 7 yards. That went for a touchdown, and Tyson Augustine hauled in a 51-yard reception. It did not go for 6, but it quickly turned into 6 points after that set them up with good field position, and he ran to the end zone afterwards. On the ground, though, this is where the Bulldogs are just getting everybody involved and doing a wonderful job. Jamie Sitzman, 6 carries, 71 yards for the Bulldogs here tonight, leading the way on the ground. Jude Doherty, 8 carries, 64 yards. He has scored twice here this evening. Giovanni Kabongo, 5 carries, 435 yards rushing this contest. Tyson Augustine, 2 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Grant, 3 carries, 14 yards, and Bowen Rican has 1 run for 8 yards. Taking a look at the overall rushing totals, the Bulldogs are averaging as a team 7 yards per carry. And you just cannot run the ball any better than that, than what the Bulldogs have so far here this evening. Jaden Nelson has been everywhere on the defensive side. He's recorded 4 solo tackles, gotten in on another 3, so unofficially 5.5 tackles here tonight for Jaden Nelson. Giovanni Kabongo, 2.5 tackles in this contest. For Denison-Schleswig, The numbers are not pretty. Blaine Grady, 4 of 9 for 15 yards passing. He's found a number of different targets, but they have just not been able to do much of anything. 2 catches and 6 yards for Camden Nemitz, 1 catch and 7 yards for Ryan Slechta, and then another catch for 2 yards that really didn't go anywhere for Nash Langenfeld. On the ground, the Monarchs are led by their main running back, Jackson Gravy. He's run the ball 3 times for 20 yards. Then you add on Evan Zavitz, 5 carries for 12 yards here tonight on the ground. But outside of that, boy, it has been a tough sledding for Denison-Schleswig to move the football with any kind of consistency against Lamar's community, and the numbers certainly back that up. Well, some good football being played here in Denison. The Bulldogs again with a commanding 35-6 lead over the Monarchs of Denison-Schleswig. Well, let's see. Let's talk about that first half. The Bulldogs now also have an opportunity to not only just run away with this game in the second half. Obviously, they are going to try and do that. But the Bulldogs also have a chance to get the running clock, kind of make a 2-for-1 deal go here in the second half. The Bulldogs will get the opening kickoff of the second half, so they've got that in their advantage as well. And things are just looking really good for the Bulldogs, who, again, lead this contest by a healthy margin. Well, we will, let's take a break here. We will come back, and when we do, we'll run down some of the scores for around Plymouth County, get you caught up on the scores around Class 4A District 1 as well, and we'll get you ready for the second half from there. The Bulldogs lead at 35-6 over Denison-Schleswig. We're back with more Bulldog football after this here on KLEM.
Sweet 16 Lanes is a proud supporter of our area athletes. When Lamar's or Galen wins, head over to Sweet 16 Lanes after the game. Show your team spirit with your apparel, buy your first game, and get your second game free. Celebrate the win at Sweet 16 Lanes.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Galen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee and Lamar's.
Attention high school sports fans. The Lamar's Eagles Club invites you to their 9th annual Sports and Outdoorsman fundraiser on November 2nd. Enjoy a mouth-watering pork chop dinner served by the Plymouth County Pork Producers. Doors open at 5 p.m. Don't miss it.
Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Measures Clothing Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for your homecoming outfits and more. That's Measures in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Hi, this is Tara Driscoll, physical therapist at Lamar's Physical Therapy. Did you know that we not only help athletes recover from injuries, we can also teach them how to avoid injuries through strength, flexibility, and agility. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718 for an appointment. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamars. Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
This is Bowen Rican, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio. Can be found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream found on the KLEM radio YouTube channel. It's halftime here in Denison, and the Bulldogs with a commanding 35-6 advantage over Denison-Schleswig in Class 4A District 1, the penultimate game of the regular season, as the Bulldogs look to keep their playoff hopes alive with a victory here tonight on the road. Let's get you caught up on some of the contests that are going on around the district in Class 4A District 1. We will start in Fort Dodge, where the Fort Dodge Dodgers currently have as a convincing a lead as you can have on Sioux City West. That score 35-0, last updated with 5:24 left to play in the second quarter. The other contest going on features the Spencer Tigers, the favorite right now in Class 4A District 1, and the Storm Lake Tornadoes. And this game being played in Storm Lake. Last score update at the end of the first quarter had Spencer up 19-0 over Storm Lake. So if the scores that are currently very lopsided hold where they are right now, you would have Spencer in the lead, undefeated in the district. Fort Dodge and Lamars would be tied for second. They would be at 3-1. The Bulldogs would then have the tiebreaker advantage, being just a one-way head-to-head tiebreaker. Storm Lake would be sitting in fourth at 2-2. Then you'd have Denison-Schleswig and Sioux City West bringing up the rear at 0-4 apiece. So the Bulldogs have put themselves in a very good spot right now. If the season were to end at the end of this week, and right now, I guess at this point, the Bulldogs would be in the playoff hunt. But there's still a game and a half of football to be played that the Bulldogs will have to still put a great product out for as they get ready to go for the second half of play here in Denison. Let's now move on to our area teams, our Plymouth County football teams. Let's take a look at those scores while we have the time to do so. Starting in town at Jim Lorenzen Field, 6th-ranked Galen Catholic. Some big plays all the way around. They have a 33-7 commanding lead over Hartley Melvin Sanborn, getting scores from Cale Pearson. He has scored 4 times already here in the first half. He scored an 80-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage, an 8-yard score, a 34-yard score, and a 19-yard score. 4 of the 5 touchdowns for the Jays coming from Cale Pearson. Cole McCarty had a 59-yard touchdown run as well, so the Jays look like they are well on their way to an undefeated district record. In Class 8 player in District 1, 4th-ranked Remsen St. Mary's well on their way to an 8-0 regular season. They lead the Hawkeyes of West Harrison Whiting 49-0 at the halftime break. Some big contests there. 5th-ranked Hinton in Class 1A District 1. They lead West Sioux 7-0. Hinton again still in a 3-way tie for first in their district and holding on to a 1-score advantage over the West Sioux Falcons. MMCRU with a 7-0 lead at the half over Alta Aurelia, although I just saw an update that they scored again here in the third quarter. So the Royals with a 14-0 lead over the Warriors of Alta Aurelia. Make sure you tune into the Coach's Corner tomorrow morning. We'll have Ken Vigdahl, Jeremy Schindler, as we always do each and every week, but we'll also have MMCRU head coach Kyle Oswald on as the Royals are trying to go for their 6th consecutive win this season. Akron Westfield, fresh off their first win of the season last week. They hold on to a 14-10 lead over South O'Brien in their Class A District 1 contest. And finally, down in Kingsley, the Kingsley-Pearson River Valley Panthers in a tight one, but trail by a possession to 5th-ranked Tri-Center by a score of 14-7. Now to some other games that might pique your interest. There's a big contest currently happening up in Lyon County. It features, well, the 2 Lyon County teams. Go figure there. The Beef Bowl currently happening in Inwood. Top-ranked West Lyon, 9th-ranked Central Lyon, George Little Rock it's not a contest. The Wildcats a 28-0 lead at the half of that contest. Looks like West Lyon will be taking the #1 ranking and an undefeated record heading into the postseason here next week. Another big contest in Class 3A District 1. Second-ranked Sergeant Bluff-Luton, fourth-ranked Bishop-Heelan. The Warriors with a slim 14-10 lead at the half of that contest over the Crusaders. That is a district championship contest in Class 3A in District 1. Of course, coming up later on tonight, once we get home and once we have the time to find all the scores, we will have those put up for you on our website at KLEM1410.com as we do each and every football Friday night. You can check out our sports scores and results page to stay up to date with all the great fun in Week 8 of the high school football season. And again, at that point, we will know playoff qualifiers from our area. And those playoff pairings will be released tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Do not stay up for playoff pairings in classes 2A down to 8-player tonight. Unless you want to pull an all-nighter, you won't get them. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning is when the playoff pairings will come out. They'll put a list of playoff qualifiers out sometime tonight for those smaller classes from 2A down to 8-player. But we are ready to start the second half of play. And here in Denison, again, the Bulldogs with a 35-6 lead over the Monarchs of Denison-Schleswig. And by virtue of the opening coin toss, the Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. Denison-Schleswig, of course, we mentioned it. They took the opening kickoff of the first half back for 6. The Bulldogs, let's see if they can do that here in half number 2. Ready to kick this one away is Sebastian Contreras, a line drive, end-over-end kick. This bounces at the 3 and rolls through the end zone for a touchback. Tyson Augustine wanted no part of that heat-seeking missile, and widely so. The Bulldogs will get it back at their own 20-yard line. So with the score 35-6, the Bulldogs with one touchdown can put things into the running clock scenario, of which the clock will not stop for many things, except for timeouts, change of possession, and injuries. That's about it. Incomplete passes, out of bounds, none of that can stop the clock in that scenario. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 20-yard line. Andrew Grant motions out of the backfield. Sitzman gives up the middle to Jude Doherty, works his way through the first level, gets to the second level, and gets brought down across the 25 to the 28-yard line. They'll give him a nice pickup of 8 yards on the carry. And they'll make it second down and about a short 2 to go. Second down and about 1.5 yards. 2 receivers either side of Sitzman in the gun. He turns right and gives to Doherty, and Jude's going to work his way toward the line to gain, and he got it up ahead of the 31-yard line. A pickup of 3 for Jude Doherty, and that is enough for another Bulldog first down. The Dogs just continue to pound it on the ground, and they are taking no prisoners right now in the running game. It has been a very impressive showing running the football. We brought you some of the numbers at the half. The Bulldogs are now over 200 yards on the ground here this evening. 1st and 10 of the 31-yard line. Sitzman motions Grant to the backfield, gives it to him. Jet sweeper on the left side. Tried to get a block to the outside, but he couldn't turn the corner. Nice job on the outside for the Monarchs to make the stop at the 27-yard line. Dominic Garcia on the hit. It's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 28-yard line. It'll be second down and 13. Second down and 13 here for the Dogs. Ball spotted at their own 28-yard line. Lamar's again with a 35-6 advantage over the Monarchs. Out of the shotgun is Sitzman. He drops back to throw after the belt-high snap. Throws over the middle. That ball's deflected, and it's picked off at the 35-yard line. A juggling interception finally brought in inside the Bulldog 30-yard line. And there for the interception was Jackson Gravy, the running back. Hauls it in. It's a turnover, the first turnover of the night for the Bulldogs. The Monarchs will get it at the Bulldog 28-yard line. Now, that was just a tough break. That ball was deflected on a pass over the middle, and Gravy just somehow had enough time to bring that in toward his chest. He also got hit pretty hard after a few juggles of the football. So Denison-Schleswig gets the ball back, and now they have a chance with great field position to get their first offensive score of the night. Blaine Grady under center, pitches it left, and Jackson Gravy runs around the left side. He gets hit in the open field, and he's driven down. With Deji Kabongo there on the hit at the 27-yard line. Levi Schnetzer came out to help out the cause. It's a pickup of 1 yard to make it second down and 9. Nice job by both those guys, those are some great plays. Anytime you can make a clean, open field tackle like that, it's a great thing for the defense. And now it'll be 2nd down and 9 here for Denison-Schleswig at the Bulldog 27. Under center with a single back in the backfield. Blaine Grady takes the snap. He gives right, and this is for Desi, and Braylon Desi has nowhere to go. The Bulldogs pursued well. Andrew Grant, Jaden Nelson in there. No pickup on the carry by Desi, and it'll be 3rd down and 9 now to the Bulldog 27. 35-6, Lamar's with the advantage. 9:30 to go in quarter number 3, and the Monarchs deep in Bulldog territory for the first time this evening and trying not to squander that opportunity. It is 3rd down and 9 for the Monarchs at the Bulldog 27. Out of the shotgun, Grady. Now the snap goes over his left shoulder. It rolls all the way back to the 45, and Grady falls on it at the 46-yard line. Well, if things can go much worse for the Monarchs, I would not believe it at this point. A loss of 19 yards on the snap over the head of Grady. It's going to be 4th down and too many yards to add up. I'm going to say like 4th and 28 maybe. Yeah, there we go. I got the confirmation. Feel a little bit better about my math ability there. I think with a couple math teachers in the room as well, so not too shabby there. Here's the punt for Sebastian Contreras over to the right sideline. This bounces out of bounds in Bulldog territory inside the 30. They're going to spot it at about the 25, right at the 25-yard line. So Lamar's will get it back after a 3-and-out, aided by a bad snap. Just some miscommunication all the way around for the Monarch offense. Now the Dogs will have it with 8:32 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And again, the Bulldogs leading this one 35-6 over Denison-Schleswig. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 25. The motion man is Reekin. Sitzman fakes the give to him, and Doherty runs through the parting of the Red Sea up the middle of the field to the 35. He's brought down to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 17 yards for Jude Doherty on a hole so big a truck could drive through it. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the easy 17-yard pickup for Doherty. I mean, the Bulldog offensive line just made that look incredibly easy to move the Monarchs out of the way. 1st and 10, and now Denison-Schleswig's got a player going down on the far side of the field. Couldn't quite get off the field, and now the Monarch training staff will attend to him. So with the score, 35-6, Lamar's leading Denison-Schleswig. 8:09 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Monarchs taking a look at an injured player down on their side of the field, just shy of getting out of bounds. And now he sits up, and they will attend to him from there. The Bulldogs have things rolling now. They get a nice 17-yard pickup on the run by Jude Doherty after an interception thrown by Jamie Sitzman. And now the injured Monarch, Wilson Riffin, on the play. He gets up and he's able to walk off the field under his own power, which is great to see him. And the Bulldogs will get will continue their drive. 1st and 10 from their own 42 after a great 17-yard run by Jude Doherty. Bulldogs line up, and will look to try and get into the Monarchs' end of the field. Sitzman out of the gun. He gives to Grant, who works his way in between the hashes and gets spun around and brought down to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Evan Zavitz on the stop there for Denison-Schleswig. And Andrew Grant, outside of his big touchdown, has had just nowhere to go here tonight. He has been snake-bitten the most. I mean, yeah, he had the 58-yard touchdown reception, but any other time he's touched the ball, he has been stopped for no gain or losses, especially on the ground. 2 receivers either side. Knee-high snap for Sitzman. He throws an out route right side. That ball's juggled and caught by Bowen Reekin outside the right numbers. And he works his way through a defender, goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 on the completion to Bowen Reekin. They'll make it 3rd down and about 6 to go here for Lamar's. So Bowen Reekin on the reception that time. This is just his 5th catch of the year. 3rd and 6. Snap back to Sitzman. He gives to Doherty, and he's got a big room to run up across midfield into Monarch territory at the 47. He needed 6. He got 7. And he got enough for a Bulldog first down. And with another just easy run right up the middle for Jude Doherty. Unofficially, by my count, 99 yards on 12 carries, 2 rushing touchdowns here for Jude Doherty. Was just having a wonderful night running the football and looking to get into the century mark. 1st and 10 of the Monarch 47. They fake the give to Doherty. Keep it around the right side is Sitzman. He carries up the right numbers to the 45, off tackle, and he dives forward to the 43. A pickup of 4 for Jamie Sitzman. Will make it 2nd down and 6. So again, just so many different weapons that Denison-Schleswig is trying to keep their eyes on here tonight. And it has been tough sledding for them. They have not been able to stop much of anything here for the Bulldogs. Again, the big disparity in total offense we mentioned at the half was 300 to about 20-something. 2nd down and 6 here for the Dogs. Pump fake. Sitzman looking left. He just dumps off into the flats. Doherty makes the catch. Left numbers 40, 35, 30. Gets a block. 25, 20 into the red zone of the 15. Jukes away from a defender at the 10. And he goes down to the 9-yard line with a 34-yard completion to Jude Doherty. The Bulldogs have 1st down and goal at the Denison-Schleswig 9. Yeah, sometimes the best pass is not the hardest pass. That was a very easy dump off. And Jude Doherty just did the rest for a Bulldog 1st down to the Monarch 9. With 5.5 to go in the 3rd, the Dogs lead at 35-6. And we'll try and find the end zone to make this a running clock scenario. 1st and goal at the 9. Jamie Sitzman on the gun. 2 on either side of the formation as receivers. Screen pass right, caught by Reeking. Gets a block, sheds out of a tackle. 5, runs his way, and Bulldog touchdown. Bowen Reekin slips out of a tackle and works his way into the end zone for his 2nd score of the season. Puts the Bulldogs up 41-6 midway through quarter number 3. Well, an excellent job by Reekin. He got a great block to the outside. Sitzman connects with him. Reekin does the rest. The Bulldogs go up 41-6. Point after pending for Giovanni Cabongo. Snap and spot, right-footed kick is through the uprights, and it is good. 42-6. Lamar's leads Denison-Schleswig by a large margin. 5:10 to play. We'll take a break. We'll have more Bulldog football coming up on the other side here on KLEM.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
This is Waching Hosi, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's with online audio. You can find that on our website at KLEM1410.com. We're also video streaming this contest on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. A huge advantage for the Bulldogs who lead Denison-Schleswig 42-6. After the little screen pass to Bowen Reekin, finds the end zone, and now a squib kick. Bounced and picked up at the 10-yard line, and it's run back by Desi. Right numbers 30, 35 to the 40, and being run out of bounds is Braylon Desi, short of the 40-yard line. And the Monarchs will get some great field position. They'll start this drive of their own 40 with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And again, the running clock is in effect. You're under 5 minutes to go in the contest. Lamar's has grown their lead to a large margin as this clock can now keep on ticking, and the Bulldogs can hopefully get out of here with a win, get out of here with no injuries and all that kind of good stuff that would set them up hopefully for some success against Storm Lake for senior night coming up next week. 1st and 10 for Denison-Schleswig at their own 40-yard line. Under center goes Blaine Grady. 2 men in the backfield, a receiver either side. Turning right, Grady gives, and a carry up the middle for just a yard for the Monarchs. Jackson Gravy, the ball carrier, with a pickup of a yard on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down and 9. Again, just the work that Denison-Schleswig has to put in just to pick up 3 feet compared to Lamar's, who could part the sea with incredible ease, has just again, highlighted the disparity right now in the offenses that Lamar's is just capitalizing, feasting on, if you will. 2nd and 9 for the 41 I formation. Grady gives left side, and there is nowhere to go. It was Jackson Gravy on the carry with a pickup of 2 to the 43. That'll be 3rd down and 7 as Gravy just, again, cannot pick up anything for the Monarchs. The Bulldog defense has come to play once again. I was joking with Coach Van Otterloo before the game saying, hey, you gave up 500 yards and 37 points last week. You're going to do better this week. He said, oh, yeah, we're gonna do better. And I would say he has fulfilled that promise here this week. Again, just holding Denison-Schleswig to nothing offensively. 3rd down and 7 of the 43. Pistol set, dropping back to throw, and rolling right is Grady's being chased toward the sideline, and Grady just chucks it out of bounds. A nice catch made by the ball boy over there, but nowhere near the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. It's 4th and 7, and the Monarchs will line up to punt the football once again. Just unable to get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball. 42-6, Lamar's with the lead over Denison-Schleswig. 2:22 to play in quarter number 3, and the Bulldogs will line up to return this punt. Sebastian Contreras will line up to kick it away for the Monarchs. There he goes, sends the snap back, and the right-footed kick wobbles, running up and fielding it at the 23 is Schnetzer. He takes it out to the right numbers, 30, 35, steps out of a tackle, trying to angle back left, now cuts it back to the right numbers of the 40, and Schnetzer gets put into the spin cycle, and he's brought down to the 40, and now had a player go down after the play, but I think it was just a finish of the block there, nothing really to be concerned about. Bulldogs will get it now at their own 40-yard line. Now the Denison-Schleswig head coach is upset about something over there. He had to be sent back to his own sideline by the far field judge over there. The Bulldogs will have it at their own 39-yard line once all the deliberation has finished. 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs get it back after the 3-and-out by Denison-Schleswig. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 39. Sitzman in the gun. He turns right, gives it to Kabongo. He's got a big crease up across midfield to the 45, to the 40, and deep into Monarch territory at the 39-yard line. They'll give him the 38. A pickup of 23 yards on the run by Giovanni Kabongo. 1st down and 10 here for the Dogs at the Monarch 38-yard line. Well, Giovanni Kabongo almost had his patented big run for a score in a lopsided contest like he had against West here a couple of weeks ago, the big 80-yard touchdown. He only gets 23 this time. 1st and 10 to the Monarch 38. The snap give to Kabongo around the left side. Gets to the 35-30. Lead block 25-20. Trying to outrun the defenders. He gets chased down from behind and taken down to the 18-yard line. Another 20-yard run right on the dot there for Kabongo. And it is 1st down and 10 for the Dogs at the Monarch 18-yard line. 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and it looks like the Bulldogs will just take this one into quarter number 4. I don't know, they are going to hurry up and line up something with 10 seconds to go in the 3rd. Sitzman in the shotgun, motions the slot reek and right to left, give to Kabongo, carries up the middle to the 15. He's spun around, and he goes down right at the 15-yard line. That's a pickup of 3, and that time that will take us into the 4th quarter of play. 42-6, Lamar's all over Denison-Schleswig after 3. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the 4th quarter. We'll hope you'll come back as well. We're back after this on KLEM.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season. Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Jade Nelson, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. The Bulldogs with a 42-6 lead over the Monarchs of Denison-Schleswig in Class 4A District 1. Lamar's getting set for a 2nd down and 7 with the running clock going to be resuming effect after the snap on this first play of the second half. The Bulldogs finished the final 5 minutes or so of the third quarter under the running clock. Sitzman out of the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Sitzman fakes the give, pitches it right. Andrew Grant has all kinds of green grass to the 10 to the 5, and he gets a block from Augustine to the end zone, and he's in for a Bulldog touchdown. Andrew Grant gets into the end zone from 15 yards out. This time he scores on the ground, but it's his 2nd touchdown overall tonight. And the Bulldogs go up 48-6 on Denison-Schleswig with a point after pending from Giovanni Cabongo. Well, Andrew Grant was out there and ready for the option pitch. He knew what to do with it as well. Cabongo ready to put through the point after kick, and he sails it through the uprights and good. 49-6. Bulldogs all over Denison-Schleswig early in the fourth quarter. We're back with the Monarchs' response after this here on KLEM.
Hey everyone, it's football season and Northwest Bank is here to help you score big. Just like quarterback Rocco Becht does on the field, we're all about making big plays to provide personalized banking solutions that keep you moving ahead. For a limited time, open a new checking account with a $500 minimum and get a tailgate gift on us. Here's to making every financial move a touchdown with Northwest Bank. NW.Bank, member FDIC, limitations may apply.
This is Jude Doherty, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison, the Denison-Schleswig High School football field. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's with online audio found at our website at KLEM1410.com. You can also check out a video stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Your score, Lamar's 49, Denison-Schleswig 6. The 2nd touchdown of the night for Andrew Grant has put the Bulldogs up 43, and Giovanni Cabongo sends this one all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Monarchs will get it out of their own 20-yard line with the running clock in effect. Should be in effect anyway. Got to get that clock rolling, but I don't think it will at this point. That's all right. We'll continue on from there. Score updates around the district. Spencer with a 33-0 lead over Storm Lake at the half. And again, the last update from Fort Dodge had the Dodgers leading Sioux City West 35-0 late in the second quarter. So it looks like everything we talked about at the half will probably end up coming true here tonight in Class 4A District 1. 1st and 10 from the 20, out of the pistol. The throw over the middle, and it's picked off at the 30-yard line. Deji Cabongo runs it back to the 25. He's in the middle of the field, and he goes down to the 23-yard line. Deji Cabongo in the perfect spot, picks off his 2nd pass of the season. And the Bulldogs take over deep in Monarch territory once again. Deji Cabongo with his 2nd interception of the year. The Dogs get it back right away on the first play of the drive. And this is just nightmare fuel for the Monarchs as the Bulldogs will get it deep in Monarch territory at the 23-yard line. And now Lamar's might use this opportunity to bring some second stringers in. And it looks like that will be what is happening here. As that looks like Jude Doherty is going to take the snaps at quarterback for the Dogs. Eli Milkey had an injury a couple of weeks ago that has sidelined him for the season, so the true backup quarterback is not able to suit up. Jude Doherty will be taking the snaps, and a penalty flag is thrown. The Bulldogs are called for a delay of game. And so that'll back them up 5 yards with a penalty. They are going to have 1st down and 15 at the Monarch 28 following the penalty. So again, Jude Doherty will take the snaps at quarterback for the Dogs, just trying to fill in the gaps with the true backup Eli Milkey out for the rest of the season. First down and 15 for the Dogs at the Monarch 28. Doherty out of the gun, and he takes the snap, turns left, gives to Keyshawn Evans, who fights his way up ahead to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 for Evans. That'll make it second down and 12. So second down and 12 upcoming for the Bulldogs as the running clock continues to go with 10:20 to play in regulation. Bulldogs will finish off the regular season next week at home against Storm Lake. The Tornadoes could definitely play spoiler, though the Bulldogs don't want them to. Storm Lake is in a spot in which they could ruin things big time in Class 4A District 1. The Bulldogs will have to stay strong and finish off the regular season strong next week. Second down and 12 at the 25. Doherty motions a man right to left, and a penalty flag. No, a timeout called by Ken Vigdahl, the head coach of the Bulldogs. 9:49 to play, 49-6. Lamar's with the lead over Denison-Schleswig. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more Bulldog football after this here on KLEM.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
This is Asher Moss, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison out of the Bulldog timeout. Jude Doherty in the gun takes a snap. He gives to Keyshawn Evans, who's got a nice crease to the right seam. He angles to the 22. He's got a pickup of 3. Another 3-yard pickup there for Keyshawn Evans. Going to make it third down and 9 for the Bulldogs, who again lead this one 49-6, trying to set up a big home matchup with Storm Lake coming up next week, Friday night. Be at Jim Lorenzen Field at Lamar's Community Stadium. Encourage you to get on out, support the Bulldogs, because barring some kind of weird things happening at the top of the district, that should be the last home game of the year for the Dogs. Jude Doherty gives up the middle. And a new back in the backfield with a pickup of 2 yards for Breck Kuntz. 1-yard pickup to the 21, and that is going to make it fourth down and 8. Breck Kuntz on the run, and we'll see what the Bulldogs do. I think they are just going to go for it. At this point, it's probably better for the Dogs to just go for it because the clock will run, I think, in between. Maybe not totally run in between possessions there, but and the Bulldogs can continue to chew through this clock here with 8:40 to go. Breck Kuntz off the right hip of Jude Doherty. 2 receivers on either side of the shotgun quarterback, and he takes a chest-high snap, drops to throw. Doherty airs it out left sideline, and that ball is picked off in the back of the end zone by Anthony Arambula. An interception for Arambula in the back of the end zone. He had great coverage on Nolan Grage, the sophomore. And the Monarchs will get it back at the 20-yard line. Just the second interception all season here for Denison-Schleswig. And it comes in a bit of garbage time against a backup quarterback. And the Bulldogs turn it over. Denison-Schleswig will get it back at their own 20-yard line. Now, that wasn't a bad pass, just a little underthrown by Jude Doherty. But he had a receiver in single coverage. I think he just needs to loft it up a little bit more. Would have had a chance for him to run underneath it for a jump ball. Now penalty flag is thrown once again. I think Denison, they got 11 guys on the, what do we have? Do we have a timeout? Do we have a flag? We have a timeout called by the Dogs. Yeah, everybody had the right number out there, but evidently something required a timeout, and also with a penalty flag in there, that caused an issue as well. So we'll take a timeout. Back with more Bulldog football, leading 49-6 on Denison-Schleswig here on KLEM.
Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
This is Chad Vanderweerd, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Denison. Daniel Versteg with you. Rolling right, Blaine Grady runs it up the sideline, 25-30, goes out of bounds with a first down run for the Monarchs. A 10-yard pickup on the scramble by Grady, and that gives Denison-Schleswig a first down with 7:20 and counting to go in this contest. The Bulldogs lead this one 49-6. And are well on their way to their third win in a row, continuing on the path of the postseason, trying to get back there for the third year in a row. Hopefully staying away from Council Bluffs this year. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Pitch play around the left side. And running off the left numbers is Desi. He gets tripped up. A nice ankle tackle at the 35-yard line for the Bulldogs. It's a 5-yard pickup there for Desi. It'll make it 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 upcoming here for Denison-Schleswig up to the 35-yard line. Don't always pay attention to these, but there are various media members around the state of Iowa that try and take their crack at, trying to predict the playoff picture. One of them had Lamar's going to North Polk for a opening round matchup. Would be quite a trip, but obviously we'll have to wait and see how things play out. Around the right side with a run there, and a stiff arm for Jackson Gravy as he gets into midfield across the 50-yard line to the 45 to the 30. And down inside the 30 is Jackson Gravy. Big run down to the Bulldog 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 39 yards for Jackson Gravy, and more than enough for a Monarch first down. 5:46 to play. In regulation, it's a 49-6 Bulldog advantage over Denison-Schleswig. The Bulldogs now have to lock down to try and keep the Monarchs out of the end zone. Denison-Schleswig has not scored offensively so far here tonight. Grady goes under center, turns and gives to Gravy around the left side. And Gravy picks up a nice 4-yard pickup to the 22. That'll make it 2nd down and 6. So again, going back to that playoff projection, of course, that is just a prediction. And, the tough part about it is there's just not enough 4A teams, playoff teams in particular, on this western side of the state. So Lewis Central has just always been the natural geographic matchup there for the Bulldogs, who have been the runner-up or the RPI team out of Class 4A District 1 the last couple of years, and do not get guaranteed a home game at that point. And so you match up with the top team in the state, evidently, on that side in the postseason. Handoff up the middle. It goes to Desi on a pickup of 5 to the 17, and that'll make it 3rd down and about a yard to go. 5 yards there for Desi. The Monarchs are into the red zone. And I believe this is going to be Denison-Schleswig's first red zone trip of the night. And it comes with 4:20 to go in regulation. It's 3rd down and 1 of the Bulldogs 17. Under center with a split back. Grady takes a snap. He turns right, gives to Gravy, and Jackson Gravy has enough for a Monarch first down up to the 15-yard line. He pretty much got tackled his height forward for a first down. It got 6 feet. And a first down there on the run by Jackson Gravy. 9 carries for 69 yards unofficially tonight. 49-6, Bulldogs lead Denison-Schleswig. 3:50 to go in regulation. Again, make sure you tune in tomorrow morning to the Coach's Corner. We'll chat with Ken Vigdahl, Lamar's community head coach, and get his thoughts on a dominant performance here tonight on the road in Denison. It's 1st down and 10 of the 15. Grady play action, throws a fade, back corner of the end zone, left sideline, tiptoe, and the catch is made for a Monarch touchdown. Anthony Arambula hauls in the touchdown reception, just his 2nd score through the air here this season. And the Monarchs are on the board offensively with a touchdown completion of 15 yards from Grady to Arambula. With a point after try pending, the Bulldog lead is now 49-12. So Blaine Grady finds the end zone here for Denison-Schleswig, getting it to Anthony Arambula. And Sebastian Contreras will try the point after. High snap, gets it down, right-footed kick, sails through the uprights. It is good. And again, the score, 49-13. Lamar's with the lead. 3:31 to play in regulation. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more Bulldog football after this here on KLEM Lamar's.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar.
This is Caleb Brewer, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's online audio, found on our website at KLEM1410.com. 49-13, Lamar's leads Denison-Schleswig here in Class 4A District 1. The Monarchs have found the end zone for the first time tonight, offensively anyway. They do have a special team score this evening as well. On the first play of the game, on the opening kickoff return, no less, the Bulldogs have locked it down up until this point, 49-13. Dogs with the lead. And now the kickoff upcoming for Sebastian Contreras. Sends a squibber right up the middle, and the Bulldogs dive to make the play on it. And they fall on it at their own 34-yard line. Able to field that is Carter Melvin. Nice job by the junior. And the Bulldogs will get it with 3:20 to go in regulation. Ball will be spotted at their own 34-yard line. So, things are looking pretty good for the Dogs at this point. They've done just about everything right. Again, the offensive numbers were firmly in their favor. The defensive numbers, everything going their way right now. 1st and 10 of the 35. Doherty in the gun. He turns and gives. Keyshawn Evans on the run once again. He gets to the 39-yard line with a pickup of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down and 6. Give you a score update in Haywarden here as well. Hinton's got a 14-7 lead over West Sioux in that contest. Big district implications there in Class 1A District 1. Got a score update from Jim Lorenzen Field. Galen's up 41-7 with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Jays, they're going to lock up their undefeated district title here in the next quarter or so. 2nd down and 6 for the 39. The Bulldogs motion a man. They give to Evans once again around the left side, and he had nowhere to go. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but no further. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 with 2 minutes to go here in regulation. So again, coming up at the end of the contest, we'll have a rundown of some of the stats, get you a recap of the game. We'll get you caught up on the scores around Northwest Iowa, around Plymouth County, and around Class 4A District 1. Timeout called by Denison-Schleswig on a 3rd down and 6. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back with more Bulldog football after this here on KLEM Radio.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
This is Ken Bigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM Clem.
We welcome you back to Denison ahead of a 3rd and 6. Jude Doherty takes a knee-high snap, drops to throw, screen pass right, is caught in the backfield and going down for a loss on the play. Back to the 37-yard line is Breck Kunz. It's a loss of 2. Denison-Schleswig wants another timeout. So we will we'll take that timeout as well. The Bulldogs lead at 49-13 with a minute and 44 seconds left to go in the game. We'll be back with hopefully the conclusion of this contest after this on KLEM.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty, Century 21 Pro Link, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
This is Christian Cook, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Denison. The Bulldogs have a 4th down and about 8 to go here at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs are lining up to punt this football and commit a false start penalty. So that backs them up to their own 32, and that'll probably solidify that they will be punting this football, of course. If there was any doubt, which I don't think there was, snap back at Augustine. Gets a good right-footed kick away. His only punt of the night is going to be a solid one, taken from the 30-yard line, and it's run back by Langenfeld to the 35, and a nice hit. Great job there by Jaden Nelson at the 35-yard line. Brings him down on the return, or Bowen Reekin, on the hit there for Lamar's. The Monarchs will get it at their own 35-yard line. With a minute and 20 seconds left to go in this game, the Monarchs are going to have one timeout to work with, and evidently they do want to try and find the end zone before tonight is said and done. 49-13, Bulldogs lead with a minute 4 seconds left to go here in regulation. The Bulldogs make a late substitution. And now under center goes the quarterback, Grady. Pitches left for Jackson Gravy around the left side. Sidesteps a couple of defenders. He goes down at the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 2 to make it 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 upcoming for Denison-Schleswig. 34 seconds left to play in this contest. The Monarchs line up. They pitch it right, and Jackson Gravy carries outside the right numbers to the 40, 45, and he's got a 1st down up ahead of the 48-yard line, a pickup of 11. That'll move the chains for a 1st down, but I don't think it will take us, I think it will take it to the end of this contest, I do believe. As we wrap this one up, 5 seconds to go, and that is going to be your final score tonight here from Denison. The Bulldogs get a convincing 49-13 win over the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs. A great win tonight. The Bulldogs are now 5-3 overall, 3-1 in the district, and will have a chance to make the playoffs if they can take care of business against Storm Lake coming up next week. We will take a break, come back with our post-game coverage. You're listening to Bulldog Football, 49-13 winners over Denison-Schleswig, right here on KLEM Lamar's.
Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamar's. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
This is Jamie Sitzman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back one final time here to Denison-Schleswig's high school football field, as the Bulldogs are dominant winners here tonight by a final score of 49-13. They improved to 5-3 overall, 3-1 in Class 4A District 1, and remain firmly in the playoff hunt, currently tied for second in the district. Let's run down the post-game stats, and we'll try and track down some scores from around the district and around the area as well, and then we will say goodnight here from Denison. Some of the numbers: Lamar's runs for 292 yards, throws for 174. That adds up to 466 yards of offense. Just a dominant performance. The Monarchs with 103 yards of offense, 73 rushing, and 30 passing. Both teams turned the ball over twice. They were both interceptions. Both teams penalized for about the same amount here tonight. Jude Doherty leads the way on the ground, 12 carries for 99 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Giovanni Kabongo runs for 81 yards. Jamie Sitzman, 75 yards. Andrew Grant, 6 carries, 26 yards and a touchdown. Tyson Augustine had 2 carries for 17 yards and a score. Through the air, Jamie Sitzman was pretty good tonight. 7 of 11, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did throw an interception in there as well. Andrew Grant ended up being the favorite target. 2 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. A catch for 51 yards for Tyson Augustine. Jude Doherty had a 34-yard reception. Bowen Reekin, a catch for 9 yards and a touchdown. Cy Bixham, in 1 catch, 7 yards. He scored as well. On the defensive side, it was Jaden Nelson with 6.5 tackles, interceptions, 1 for Tegan Bogue, 1 for Deji Kabongo in there, as the Bulldogs stifle Denison-Schleswig defensively, just totally take them out of their game. And again, when you can hold a team to just 100 yards of offense and 73 rushing, when they come into tonight averaging over 100 yards rushing on their own, that suggests a lot. The Bulldog defense was outstanding tonight as they worked their way to a dominant 49-13 victory over the Monarchs here this evening, and improved to 5-3 overall, 3-1 in Class 4A District 1. Denison-Schleswig drops to 1-7, 0-4 in the district. You just cannot play another better brand of football there. The Bulldogs keep their playoff hopes alive, and will try and continue with those playoff hopes, getting ready for Storm Lake coming to town, coming up on Friday night next week. Bulldogs, you'll be able to hear more about this contest with the head coach of the Dogs, Coach Ken Vigdahl. You can check that out on the KLEM Coach's Corner. Tomorrow morning, we'll have him on our first segment and get his thoughts on this contest and what it's going to take to make sure the Bulldogs can make the playoffs when they take on Storm Lake coming up next week. We will also feature Galen Catholic on there. The head coach of the Jays is Jeremy Schindler. Galen Catholic up big, 47-7, heading into the fourth quarter of that contest. Cale Pearson's just having another monster day for the Jays, as Galen Catholic, number 6 in the state, looks to get to 7-1 overall and finish the season 6-0 in Class A District 1. We're also going to have MMCRU head coach Kyle Oswald on the program. At least we plan on doing so. And again, the Royals, they are playoff bound, and it looks like they are going to win or have won their 6th game in a row. The Royals did win over Alta Aurelia, pitching a shutout tonight. They defeat the Warriors by a final score of 28-0. So great win there for MMCRU. Looking forward to chatting all about that with Kyle Oswald coming up tomorrow morning on the KLEM Coaches Corner. Let's check out some of the other scores around Class 4A District 1, see if we can get a few of those for you before we say goodnight and wrap up our broadcast here tonight. Of course, all the scores from area football teams and districts, they can be found online at KLEM1410.com later tonight. Fort Dodge had a 35-0 lead over Sioux City West at the end of the 3rd quarter of that contest. And it's Spencer and Storm Lake going at it. The last update had the Tigers up 33-0 at the half over Storm Lake in that contest. So looking like it will be Spencer leading the way in the district heading into the final week of the regular season. Fort Dodge and Lamars battling out for 2nd in the district. And right now the Bulldogs will have the upper hand by virtue of the win they picked up over Fort Dodge here last week on Thursday night. But that will wrap things up here from Denison. The Bulldogs a 49-13 winner over the Monarchs. Join us next week when we will have all kinds of postseason coverage. I believe we might have 5 days worth of broadcasts on our airwaves. We're going to have high school volleyball in the regional tournament Monday, potentially through Thursday. You can tune into all that here on KLEM. And then Friday night, we will have Galen Catholic's first-round playoff contest. They'll be playing that game in Akron, and we'll have the contest for you right here on KLEM. The Jays will find out their playoff opponent coming up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and we'll make sure to relay those to you as soon as we can. Again, the Coaches' Corners tomorrow morning at 8:05. Make sure you tune in for that. Until then, we'll say so long. This is Daniel Versteg saying so long, and thanks for listening to this Bulldog football contest or watching it on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel with our videographer, Micah Gengler. Again, the final score tonight here in Denison, 49-13. The Bulldogs are a winner. You've been listening to this contest right here on KLEM Lamar's. Good evening, everyone.
This is 1410 KLEM Lamar and on 96.9 FM.